What up, people? What's good? Salute.
Yes, sir.
Yo, what's good, everybody? Salute to the tribe. We're hip hop and comics and hip hop. We're a niche channel. We're a niche channel, and reserved for the best is super dope. I do sell comics. Check me out on Instagram at @6th_element_comics. Yeah, because comic books are the sixth element of hip hop. What's good? Welcome, everybody. It is the sixth element of hip hop. I am your host, Reno Noir, and we got in the building today, Al Big Wepa Mega. We got Wepa in the house.
Wepa.
Yes, sir. We got Raw Talk, Raw Deal. Welcome to the show. And Bloodshed Books. Yes, sir. Welcome up. So we got and listen, we got a cool show today. It's a lot going on. I'm like in that zoom mode. I've been going all day, like nonstop. What's up? I got everybody 6 different things. What's up? Talk. Speak. No, I didn't. All right. So we're gonna get it. We can get it popping. We got a lot to talk about, and we do have Al Mega in the building, who was just at Comic-Con, New York Comic-Con all weekend, and he's got some wild shit to show us and talk about.
We had some fun. I'm trying to sync all the pictures and
let's get it.
Another 386 to go.
Let's get it. Area.
Hell yeah.
It was fun. And it was after parties, there was energy, it was vibe, it was creators, there was creativity, it was entrepreneurship, it was fucking amazing.
How do I get that? How do I get that energy and that environment? You know what I'm saying? Like memories, stuff that you never forget.
You're already here, baby. Let me say something. Where if I write down your lane, baby? It's already here. Don't you worry. I'm sending you the frequency. Accept it.
Catch the vibes. Yeah, we got, you know what I'm saying? We got that. We got I'm gonna do a little review, the Spider-Man 2 game on PS5. Yes, that shit is dope as hell. A lot of cool shit going on. Some things going on with the Daredevil series we're going to talk about as well. Yeah, a lot to get into. But let's pop it off. We got Al here. Al's in the building. He's came to break it down. But I want to know, what did you find at the Comic-Con? What are the goodies?
Goodies. I mean, you know me and my Conan fanaticism, right? No, don't show that one yet.
Oh, you're gonna do it? Let you do it. All right, you go ahead and do it. I was doing. We were doing. You're used to running the show.
Take that out of there. I'll let you
go ahead. You put the.
You know me and my fanaticism with Conan, right?
Yes. I love it.
Issue on a great deal.
So
now I got the bookends. I got the first and the last, and now I'm going in between to finish the rest. You know what I mean? And look at that condition. You know what I mean?
I can see it's definitely shiny and crispy.
Yes, he's beautiful. And listen, guys, what I'm about to show now is for sale. I got a couple of these exclusives, right? They put my hands on. So you guys gotta let me know if you want anything, some ash cans. Right? This is the Doom ash can right here, right? We got a Geiger Ground Zero ash can right here. Now, if you're interested, you gotta send me them offers. And I mean, guess what?
It's hard to see. It's hard to see, Al. Your image is a little bit blotchy.
But that was Digital Underground, wasn't it? That you just put up?
No, that was Digital Lizard of Doom.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Yeah, like you said, you can't. I'm trying to squint in. I'm gonna look closer.
What about this one? You see that Geiger
Ground Zero? Yep.
Ash can. This is very small.
Yeah.
4 of these right here. Ghost Machine. 4, baby.
Shit. Image is showing strong.
Oh yeah, bro. Then we got this joint right here. It's called. This is actually a calendar. From who? Pow Wow Press.
Okay.
Oh shit. All right. Well, I can't see it, man. They can. I know they can't see it at home. I know you are, watching. It's.
Yeah, I've seen that. Yeah.
Pow. Yeah.
That looks crazy.
right? And then we got, we have some blank covers of Harley Quinn.
Ooh.
Get y'all Harley Quinn signatures in there.
Number one.
Get your
We
drawing.
have-
Man, I've been seeing some blank sketches that they might as well put stick people on there. I didn't seen it go bad with the blank covers for real.
In advance of Eden Frost,
Frost.
Ahmed Tuska from Mad Cave.
Yeah.
Now I know people want this one, Reno. People are gonna want this one.
Yo, Mad Cave.
You in a flick. I seen you on a flick on the Instagram with old boy. So this probably the one you talking about now.
Mad Cave has something really dope that's about to come out.
You see this right here? Moon Man, signed by Kid Cudi.
Oh, Kid Cudi. It's more dope like Kid Cudi.
A new comic book. He was there at the Lunar Breakfast.
Nice.
Now, this is another one I know people are gonna want.
Yo, what else, dude?
Studo, Star Wars
see that?
Certificate of Authenticity.
You see
Nice.
that? You see the number?
It looks like Star Wars number.
What it say? What it say? It says 3860 of 4,000.
4,000.
Nice. Nice.
3,860
Ooh,
of
that cover
4,000.
looks sick.
Yeah, that's the negative cover. The negative Luke. But yeah, 300 and hold on.
Off for
30.
sale. Off for sale.
Hold on.
A Mad
It
Cave.
said 3860 of 4,000. That's not bad.
Guys, the mic cannot pick it up if everyone's talking at the same time. You cannot talk on each other. It's 3860 of 4,000. If y'all didn't hear that, go ahead, Al.
It is a Mad Cave exclusive right here. Mad Cave. Let me look at that right there. Where is it?
There it is. New York Comic Con, baby.
All right. And then, all right, what else we got? Oh, check out this Sean G. Murphy Harley Quinn #1 variant, New York exclusive.
Man, I wish your internet was good, Al, because really it's very hard to see. But there you go, Harley Quinn. That's nice.
That's dope. I like that. Oh, I like that. That's dope.
Looks like a playing card.
Two of those. I got two of those.
All right, how much are those going for?
I don't know yet, but I mean, go look it up and give me a fair price. And I got 3 of these.
Son of Kal-El.
Okay.
Superman, son of Kal-El. I need
Nice.
one of those.
#1, yeah.
I only need one. You got 3. I just need one.
And that's a jock cover right there. Look at that.
Uh-huh.
Exactly. And that's exactly why I need just one.
So, and then I got the Stranger Things New York Comic Con exclusive from Dark Horse. Only got one of these.
Mm-hmm. Nice.
And lastly, an IDW Star Trek New Worlds exclusive.
The
Scorpius.
Scorpius run.
Yeah, that's the crew of the new.
So if anybody, and I have, unfortunately, I don't have them here. My boy has them in his book bag. He conveniently forgot to tell me, but I checked them. I got 3 Duke's #1 previews.
Yeah, I definitely need that.
And they're gorgeous covers, man. It's based on the action card cover for the original figure. It looks great, dude. Great.
Yeah.
Oh, wait a minute. There's another one by Jock, another Ash Can I didn't show. I'm sorry.
Hold up, let me blow that up real quick because that's coming through real crispy right now.
This is from Distillery. And you know what's cool about this one? This is the first appearances of these characters, and it's a flip book.
Oh shit!
All right.
And you
Nice.
see who did that art again, Jock, bro. Man, it's keeping busy.
Yeah, yeah.
And let me show you a little bit of the inside. I mean, look at that, yo.
Oh, full pages. Okay.
That's very nice.
Yes.
Look, anyone interested, let me know, man. Fair pricing, I'll send it out, yo. I'll make it need money.
Make your offer. Word. Now, Al, what?
Cash App.
I take Cash App at Comic Crusaders, you know what I mean? Just send me some fair offers and you know, that includes some shipping, you know, again, flat rate shipping, gonna save everybody some money, and we go from there.
Cool.
Yeah, as shit is pulling up. You saw William Hung and his big fucking head right over there. Yes. Let's go. Let me scroll down. Friday. There's nothing fresh going on here. I just want to make sure that no porno pictures coming up, bro.
Oh shit.
And there's some comics I showed, so let's just get into. Oh, look who I saw while I was fucking waiting online.
Who's this?
Jake.
Jake the Snake
Jake the Snake.
Robert.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Damn, yo. That's
He was
weird.
just standing there.
That's
I
crazy.
looked back and I told my boy, yo, Jake the Snake Robert. He laughed. He thought I was talking about a cosplay. I said, no, bro, turn around.
Yeah.
Turn
He
around. He
real.
said, oh, shit.
Mm.
Real cool.
always had them handlebar mustaches.
Yeah.
Look what's there, bro. Look what they had on the site. The Good Burger mobiles, huh? Look at that shit.
No, they didn't.
Good burger.
That right there, yeah.
Oh, Goodberg. Okay. Yeah, I missed
Good
that. I was a
burger,
little.
yeah.
Yeah, that was a little before my time. After my time.
And look at this chick right here. Wepa.
Wow.
Epa.
The cosplay was in full effect. I see.
Oh, yeah. She look villainous. Look at her.
Hell yeah.
Ah, look at that right there outside.
Dope.
Oh shit. What's her name, Miss?
That's a good one. That's a good one.
Look at
What's
this
her name?
one. That's a great one. This man is in a wheelchair. Look how look how smart he was. He did the Planet of the Apes scene.
Or I would have had to. I had to go with Professor X. But
Oh, right.
But shout out to the handicapped folks, man, that was out there representing, man, because they,
Look
really,
at that
really.
book.
He's not gonna take it.
Yeah, by D. Snyder, right?
They're not gonna take it.
Yeah, look at that cosplay right there. She look dope.
You met D. Snyder out there too. Ooh,
But yeah, and look at this. Blue Beetlejuice.
Blue Beetlejuice.
Oh no, I'm not laughing at that.
I like when they do. I like when they make up funny ass, cliche shit that because you'll never see nobody else with that costume on.
Yeah, there you go.
That's
Some OG Green Arrow right there.
The fat green arrow.
That's it, bro. Yeah, man. He can't do parkour, unfortunately.
Nah,
I don't know what this is, but they look cool as heck.
some cyberpunk shit. Yeah.
Look who was there. Dusty Rhodes, the American Dream, baby.
Oh, no way. Jake the Snake and Dusty.
Roads. Just the roads.
Don't she look great? Look at that costume. This is crazy.
Oh wow.
Yeah, the queen.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
Evil Lynn was in the building.
Oh shit, Evil Lynn.
Evil
Wow.
Lynn.
Okay.
Yeah. That last one you took a picture, I think that was Mortal Kombat. Evil Lynn. Yeah, she did a great job on that.
Here goes the man himself, D. Snyder.
We're not gonna.
Oh shit. Hell yeah.
Yeah, but he's so cool. You know what's funny? He has the same earrings I have, but in chrome. And after this interview, we spoke for 5 minutes about our fucking earrings, which was hysterical.
Oh yeah.
Look at that, bro. It's RoboCap.
Oh shit.
Robo
RoboCap.
Captain America. Robo Captain America cop.
That's what I'm talking about.
Robo Captain America.
Is it RoboCap? Yeah, RoboCap.
RoboCap.
Officer
RoboCap.
RoboCop.
Captain.
Wait, hold on.
Captain
Wait.
Robo.
There you go. Fucking
Mr. Terrific.
Mr. Terrific. Yeah.
Punchline. Look how dope she
Punchline.
look.
Yeah.
Yeah, she hit it.
Punchline, yeah.
She hit it 100, yo.
Yeah.
And she wasn't sleazy about it. Look
Right.
at Edward Caesar hands right there.
The Frodo. The Frodo.
Frodo. Oh no.
And I missed that one. Supposed to be Donnie Darko and shit, but he kept fucking moving.
Hey, that's wild though, because Donnie Darko be on some shit like that too.
Not even that. That's not even accurate cosplay because the bunny just stand there and stares. So
Well,
he's moving all over the place. That's not even accurate.
Look at John Wick was in the building at an after party.
Hey.
Ha!
Killed my puppy.
Kind of look like John Wick too.
Homie actually had an extended hand.
Yeah.
Mr. Fantastic.
Get out.
Stretch out.
Dang.
I don't know who that was. She looked cute, so I forgot.
Yeah.
I'm being honest,
You
folks.
got me on that one.
Hey.
Yeah.
Yo,
You got
Freddy's
me.
black. It's
Freddie
actually on his
Black.
shirt. You see that?
Yeah, Freddy's black. Yeah.
I was
Man.
dying, bro. Homie was like, Freddy's black, yo. He had me dying, bro. Look at him.
I know he was raised better than that. I'm not taking that.
And look at these OG.
Okay,
Wherever,
that's dope.
right?
That's hot. That's dope.
That's my favorite Catwoman, yo. She looks great.
Yep.
And that Harley, though, right?
Yeah,
Both
that
of them.
Yeah.
yeah.
That's our boy.
That Harley
Blind
goes
Adam.
hard. That
This
Harley
is
was
what
hard.
would happen if a blind man owned the vehicle. That was probably what we would sell him, apparently.
That's how it would look.
Good Burger too.
Yeah, there's ET behind this guy. Doesn't even know an alien standing behind him because he's blind.
You sure he was blind?
ET, yo, that's what happened. He stuck his finger in the guy's ass and it came out red. Poor guy.
Oh no.
Asking
Oh no.
And that's our man from PCNN right there, Mr. Izzy Verse himself, which was on set.
Oh yeah.
On.
Shout out to the Izzy.
And then we go Chun Li.
Yes, sir.
Thank God she
She ain't got the thighs for Chun Li.
Good. Chun Li was Puerto Rican.
Nah,
Apparently.
Nah.
Then we got some Gundam right there. Look at that shit. Badass, right? That shit was like 12 feet tall.
Gundam 001.
Mm-hmm.
There's a Puerto Rican artist. That's his original art right there.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Look at that. That's with Stu. All right, there looks Stu.
That's dope.
That's dope. That's dope.
Definitely.
Look at this guy.
Oh shit.
Okay. All right.
Yo, he got Grogu floating next to him, yo. In the pod. It's
Nice.
floating. It's floating next to him. He got a little shit apparatus on his hip where it's floating next to him.
Oh shit.
Oh shit. That's my shit.
Yeah, they do a great job.
Yeah.
I don't know. That Sally's a little too blue for me. I'm just saying. I mean, that's my movie. She's a little too
Need to
blue.
be pale.
Nitpick.
A little bit pale.
Yeah, and the eyes. I don't know what that's about.
And look at that
I
chauffeur.
mean-
My God. Yo, look at that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
bro.
chauffeur, yeah.
Had thousands of people there, man.
Yo, you have no idea, but Saturday and Sunday was fucking insane.
Yo, we definitely going there next year.
Because the Chucky
Sixth
crew.
Element. Sixth Element is definitely gonna be there.
Look at that.
We'll have a good time, yeah.
Wow, Sentinel.
Sentinel.
Yeah, where's
He should have did stilts. That's dope.
Indy was there
Still
in the
dope, yeah.
building.
Oh, Indiana Jones. Okay.
Indiana Jones.
Dope. Yeah.
Okay.
Hold on,
Okay.
turn back. Oh, because did he wear that pouch over his
Okay.
jacket? 'Cause if he did that, that was wrong.
Got his little bird chest out. Okay. I see.
Oh, yeah. Even his Crocs were poking out. Bro.
Deadpool Pikachu.
Dead peaks.
There goes Dante.
Yep.
Yeah.
Devil May Cry.
Or
Yeah.
Captain of the Cat.
Oh shit.
There you go.
Peacemaker.
Peacemaker.
The Eagle. Peacemaker Eagle.
Yeah.
Yeah, Medusa.
Medusa.
Yeah.
Another Darth.
Darth.
Yeah.
Video game princess.
Now
Look
that
at that Magneto.
Nice. And that dude kind of looked like him too.
Mm-hmm.
he do, yeah. He do like what's his name? Ian McGregor or whatever he do.
Ian
Yeah,
McClellan.
bro.
McClellan, yeah.
Hello.
Captain
Hello.
of Britain.
Oh, she got it.
Shakespeare Spidey. Look at this motherfucker, bro.
Ah,
Yeah, that's dope.
That's Brian Lee O'Malley. I'm sorry, I forget the other gentleman's name. That behind the new Scott Pilgrim from Netflix.
dope. Yo, that shit is gonna be dope.
Yeah, bro. See, we were interviewing and we were right there. My man's mic right there, a clap. He was interviewing them right there. You see?
That's dope.
I don't take many shots because this guy is never satisfied with one picture. There goes Brian Lee O'Malley, the creator of Scott Pilgrim.
Okay.
All right, that was a great chat. I asked the questions, but nobody dared take a picture of me. Thank you guys for not taking a picture of me.
Hang on. Play.
I think it's still going. Hold on.
I haven't seen Scott Pilgrim, but I've heard many good things about it. Everybody that I've talked to about it was like, "Oh man, you got to go see that," but I haven't. I
Yeah,
haven't seen
Scott
it.
Pilgrim. That's his joint. Look, that's
Scott
It's a
Pilgrim.
dope.
Wait, show him the guy again, Al. The dude that made Scott Pilgrim.
It's a dope movie.
Yeah, that's him right there. Yeah,
It's
he
gonna
we met him
continue.
at the Comic-Con.
I was trying to refresh.
I like it blue.
I'm wondering if
You're
he's
not
gonna.
allowing me to refresh. I told you I have over 500 pictures over here. So let me take that off screen for a minute as I try to refresh.
Yeah.
I could show a little bit more because this keeps going. But any questions about the con while we wait for some more pictures?
About the Scott Pilgrim dude. Did he say that he was gonna continue from the movie or just rehash it and then move on from there? Like,
Oh man. See, now you're putting me in the spoiler territory that I'm not allowed to talk about.
oh, okay.
So what you see in the trailer is what it is.
Okay.
Whether he's gonna you may find that this you see in the trailer, there's like additional things that you see added, but whether we'll see more growth from it, maybe not, because at least in the interview which I'll post, he wasn't really talking too much about it expanding upon what was already built. You know what I mean?
Cool.
And whatever, and then the next new few projects he'll do is definitely not related to that. Will he ever come back to it? He feels again that it's not necessary because he felt that the story had a finality to it.
Right. So he wasn't, the interview wasn't Scott Pilgrim oriented. It was more just, the creator and what he's, got going on.
No, it was Scott Pilgrim because there's a new show coming out. I mean, and again, it's focused on the original concept, if you will, but now it's broken up into a series where now they could maybe expound upon, in more detail about more things that maybe were on in the film.
So the movie, so you guys remember how the movie was, and then there's the video game now, and then the comics, the manga thing, the comic. But what
the manga,
this show, this anime joint is gonna be more the comic than the movie.
Nice.
And it brings back the old original cast as a voice cast. So I mean,
but the cast from the movie is gonna be doing the voices. Yes, that's dope.
Okay.
Yeah, like Chris Evans is coming back, like all of them.
Yes.
Like all the big names, yeah,
man, that was great. And like I said, when I talked to D. Snyder, that book is all about free speech and his battle, in free speech as well. I mean, there's a lot of things I didn't even know about, which was crazy. Mm-hmm. And then who else? Robert Kirkman talking about the Energon universe.
Yeah.
Oh my God!
What did he say about that? Tell us something about the Energon.
There's a lot of shit coming, bro. Let me tell you.
Come on, G.I. Joe.
Let's just tell you this: that they're releasing things slowly. We're going to see eventually all our favorite characters. Eventually, all right. But the thing is this: they may not fucking live as we saw in the Transformers #1. Like Bumblebee, get it immediately. Everybody saw that. That's not a fucking spoiler.
Right.
So expect surprises, a lot of great things. And I asked the question: Are you ready? Are you ready for the question I asked?
Tell us.
So
we need it.
Yeah. So again, they are focusing on Hasbro properties, right? And IDW did have Mask as well.
Yes.
Now, of all the properties that were released, Rom and Micronauts got back with Marvel.
Yeah.
Transformers, G.I. Joe landed with Image. Where the fuck is Mask? So I asked,
are they gonna do what you said with the mask and linking?
Wait. So that's what I asked. I said, like, yo, why are you? Well, is there any intention of maybe bringing Mask on, because it's such a natural way to tell a story of how humans reverse engineer Transformers technology? I mean, it's so fucking there.
Yeah.
It is our early beginnings at reverse engineering Transformers technology via Mask. Now, Robert Kirkman says there's no intentions, but let me tell you this much. in the video, you will see Josh Williamson gave me this fucking wink and nod that seems like, yo, Al, you just fucking murdered an idea that I'm about to probably fucking try to do.
Yeah.
Let's go.
All right, we got to see this video. We got to see this footage.
Yeah,
But,
I keep posting it soon. I have a lot of shit to go through again. I just got home last night and I only slept maybe 4 hours a day because
when you post it, where will it be? Regular one?
It's gonna be on the YouTube, Twitters, and the Instagrams everywhere. Comic Crusaders, and then on YouTube is Comic Crusaders World. Now, after parties were fucking fire. What a great place to work, meet people, get free drink, and party hard with great music, and just have a fun time. A big salute to Stars, to Paramount, and to Repop, and to AWA. I went to those 4 after parties. It was 2 in one night, so I was extra tipsy on one night. I'll tell you that much. So thank you for that. Top shelf shit, great food, great energy, great people. Reno. I can't wait to you. Listen, you have a ride with me. You have a bed on my futon. 2023 says Element. Yo, you ride with me. I got you. Let's go. Down. You need to be there to experience this. Everyone, because this is such a fantastic listen, not because I went on the level I went, but it was just this year's energy, everything, the comic book news. I was at the Luna. I was like, yo, that morning it broke that fucking Jeff Johns and a whole bunch of creators are kind of forming a new fucking image, a company, again, through this, through the ghost shit that they're doing. I mean, it's just wild shit that's happening. And just being there, the experience, the fans, the love. People see so much negativity on social media when it comes in regard to what we do, right?
Yeah.
It's when they comment, negativity fights. No, bro. No negativity at this show. It was an absolute showcase of positivity and love. This community, listen, please stop listening to those fucking media outlets out there that want to talk this shit and negative crap. Because let me tell you, it's really this much of a minority, this much. All right, of a minority. Excuse my dirty nail. I'm a handyman. I'm a working man. But I'm just saying it's only that much of a negativity, and don't pay attention to that because this show was love.
Yeah.
What a vibe. And I can hopefully one day, even everybody on this screen, we can all connect at that show, have a hangout, and it's love. I mean, again, no better show. I got books for sale, all right, and I'll show love on prices, to keep spreading that in fairness. So, just be fair to me because I gotta pay bills.
Absolutely, man.
Let me refresh real quick, see if there's anything else I can show you. Again, dude, I told you I wasn't ready, man.
So what happened?
That's why I did this.
Tell me about this rumor I heard. Somebody took a straight up dump in the middle of the floor in the aisle.
Yo, man, you know what's funny?
That was somebody's dog.
I saw Ming, and he didn't tell me about that. And I saw Ming. What was that on Friday? So this happened after that Friday, but apparently somebody was really angry or either had to go really bad. Listen, the bathrooms were empty. You always had a stall, so there's no excuse for that shit. Don't give me that. Obviously, it
wasn't nobody's dog or nothing.
Yeah, and look at
this. Ew.
Or maybe it was just somebody's way of saying "Welcome to New York City."
Yeah, bro. And here we go. This is the
panel. Dog. Because people are allowed to have their pets, and stuff like that go around. So
that's nasty. And you can tell the difference between dog shit and human shit. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I heard. What I heard, it was definitely confirmed to be a human.
You can ask Johnny Depp between the difference between a dog shit and the human shit.
Johnny knows.
It's definitely human excrement.
Human.
Yeah. Look at the man himself, the legend,
Kirkman.
Kirkman. Okay.
Yeah.
And that's Josh Williamson and the rest of the team. Sean Kittleson, my God, Sean Warren, a whole bunch of other people here. Can't remember all the names, man. They're all there, right? This is the book I'm telling you that I I got 3 copies of that Duke New York Comic Con. Look at that beautiful cover, right?
Nice.
Damn, I need that.
Really
Ow,
focused
bro.
on the bro.
Blast.
So,
Ow, you got me.
yeah, so Reno, I know you love G.I. Joe. Let me tell you
dope.
that you guys are gonna want, if you guys love G.I. Joe, Transformers, you're gonna want, like here, he's gonna be a very much a lead character, just like Cobra Commander is, with an origin story. Don't worry, fuck Snake Eyes and all these cats, bro. This is about some of these real deal characters that have not had to focus. Snake Eyes, Storm Shadow, we always love them because they look cool.
Right.
But you know what? What about the people that actually matter?
I want to see Tunnel Rat and Flint. Yeah. And Low Light.
Yeah, I got 3.
Exactly. So Duke is that. He's gonna be a very big lead in the book, as well as Cobra Commander. We're gonna get his whole origin and a whole bunch of question in his book. You know what I mean?
I pre-ordered these books, but I want that cover. I need that.
All of it. The ultimate, everything.
Yeah, because they got
that's the clue right there.
Yeah, because they're relaunching G.I. Joe, the whole series in the comics. Yeah.
That too. They're doing that, and they got the whole new Duke series and the whole Cobra Commander series.
Persuasion.
Yeah, see, Duke and Cobra Commander is like a mini series.
The Cobra Commander series is going to tell the origin of Cobra. Yeah, it is. It's going to tell the origin of Cobra, and they're launching 2 separate comics. So one's going to be the origin of G.I. Joe, and the other one's the origin of Cobra, and then they're going to relaunch the whole series, the whole G.I. Joe series.
Number 301.
Yeah, 301 is the whole
301.
That's next month.
Yep. And it's Larry Hama, baby, the OG.
This big.
Word, Larry Hama.
I went crazy, man.
And look at this.
Oh,
I mean,
bro,
how can you do a cosplay and keep your mask on? Come on, girl, stop it.
Yeah.
She look nice though. Look at that Scarlet Witch.
Oh my God, no! I'm sorry. Scarlet is here. What is that, girl? No, I'm not looking.
That's Scarlet Witch. Doing her thing.
And look at this. They call that cosplay. Look at that.
Okay.
Yep. I said no. It's what I said. Not today. Say what? Oh, okay. All right.
Who is that? Is that Storm? Who is that supposed to be Storm?
Don't do it.
Cowboy.
Stu is trying to. I know what you're looking at.
Hey, Stu's still talking about.
It's hard to tell who that is from behind. Could you go back? We don't know who that was.
I thought it was Storm. I need to see.
Hey, we need to see. Was that Storm?
Bring it back.
Is that Storm?
That look like Storm.
No, that's not.
Just like
Storm. That's the only side I was able to.
That's not Storm.
Yeah, if it ain't Storm, it's gonna be a Storm. But that looked like Storm to me. Yes, man.
It got a storm in Stu's pants right now, apparently.
There's a storm going on. There was a storm in New York City. Oh, that's dope. I like that.
Shout out to the Mario and Luigi's. Yeah. Hell
Look at that.
Oh.
Yo.
That's the
Straight Alice.
Alice in Wonderland.
I like that.
That's crazy, right? Look at these boys right here.
Okay.
Nice.
Yep.
Hey.
That's what I seen on the gram, man. I seen that book. I was like, oh no, now Omega got it.
Yeah, man. I know you want it, Raw Talk. We could talk.
I already got like 12 coming, man.
Oh, look at you.
I like that.
13.
I like that one. I like that one. I like that one.
I'll at you. Yeah, that's crazy right there.
Oh,
hey,
there
my boy. There go my boy.
Go, Commander.
Yo, somebody else.
Yeah, there you
go.
Look
at that one.
Oh shit,
that's nice.
I'm tired of your
insipid. The bottom is making some awfully tight.
Whoever did that,
really tight. Yeah. So tight.
Yeah.
Look at that Sasquatch.
Oh, now that's dope.
Oh.
That's a cosplay. It's not a statue.
That's dope.
It's a cosplay.
That's
a person inside that shit.
Wow.
They put in work for that. They put in
work.
Definitely. That's some detail too. Like, yeah.
And that was the Paramount party. There was a morgue and a dead body there.
The bodies.
Bodies.
You know, I was praying for it. I was about to give it an exorcism. Look who's
So
there.
everybody knows you
boys.
cannot have a lit party without dead bodies. Everybody
know?
knows.
There.
You know, it's a good burger.
It's a good burger. Good burger. Oh shit! Hold up.
Who's that?
That Deadpool and one of my boys taking a picture with Deadpool.
Oh,
Deadpool.
Look at that Mystique. Well,
hey, now that's what I'm talking about.
That's Mystique. Yeah.
God, Mystique is my
She
favorite.
looks beautiful. She killed it. She killed it.
right?
Yeah.
She looks
Murdered
great.
that.
She really did.
She murdered that. Beautiful.
Yeah.
This is the Paramount party, so this was really fun. I guess really fun.
Yeah, that's what I can't wait to do. The after
The
party.
homie's dancing as life over. This is how she stood the whole time.
So, Al, who was at the Paramount party? Was it celebrities there or just?
Bro, you know what? I was too tipsy to even know if there was motherfuckers there because it was free alcohol.
It was
great
just
music.
people getting smashed.
Yeah, bro. I mean, look at this. I mean, everybody was getting smashed.
Free is my favorite price. So
Oh,
when it
mama,
comes-
you would have had a great time.
Oh shit!
Look at this shit. You see the
And that's-
logo right there for
but
Paramount right there?
You have to get invited to this, right?
Yes, sir.
You cannot
No,
just
but
walk in.
actually, peep this, guys. Learn peak screaming. I want to leave it for a moment there. Check this out. So when you go to these conventions, right, they always have a standby. So what I recommend you guys do, if the party starts at 8, get there at 6:30, get in the standby if you didn't get an invite. Most of the time, those people that sign up don't motherfucking go, stupidly.
Right.
So for this particular party, I stood on standby, but I got there early. Bro, the VIP line moved 1, 2, 3. We were in the party within 15 minutes of its opening.
Nice.
So it's like, you know, you don't need an invite. Be on standby, but just be responsible for the time. And you will
Right.
have the time of your fucking life. Free drink, free food, because they were giving out, you know, hors d'oeuvres, you know, sliders, fucking chicken skewers, fucking.
Really? What they was giving out? They could have been giving out this crackers and water. It was free. And
Yeah,
yeah, I mean, it's free. I'm over here getting hyped to the pictures. Like, yo, that's a party.
They got
It's free.
food and liquor for free. And look at that magic. She was beautiful too. Look at her.
Yo, look at the sword though.
Yo, this crowd, bro.
The sword is
This
crazy.
crowd.
Right?
Yeah.
This is-
Talk about creatives.
I mean, look
No,
at her.
that's
my
what-
God. Oh my God. Look at how dope she looks.
Yeah, she's dope.
These are the type of people that you know you ain't gonna meet everywhere. You got to meet them at conventions.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I mean, it was a blue light, so let me remove that because not much more. But let's stop there. I'll share more maybe next week somewhere. But yo,
Yeah.
this is the kind of go-to, guys. I mean, well, if you're in the East Coast area, let's go. I mean, Reno, you got an over invite to my crib like I told
Yeah,
Stu too. So 6 Element and even my man here, Raw Talk. I mean, if you're on the East Coast, let's make it happen. You know, open invite, and as the crew, we could maybe even get a hotel together. And you know, we gotta sleep on the floor with 10 people like the motherfucking Brady Bunch. But if it makes it cheap for us, let's make it happen. We're
Whatever
gonna party
makes-
hard, eat good, and get mad content.
Absolutely.
Yeah, y'all gonna be sleeping. What is it? Head to toe.
Nah, we
So,
get.
look,
Like,
that's
you
not how
know,
we
they
get-
can only get 2
No,
beds in a
I
cabin.
don't trust none of
Nah,
these motherfuckers. They eat some beans and
No.
fart over the night. I'm gonna get mad, son. No. I see
But
that.
yeah, I'm telling that looks worth it though. I'm
Hey.
just saying.
I'm just across the bridge, wifey. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
I can't
Let's
park
go.
like I used to.
we you know what I'm saying? We newly bachelors, me and Al, so we
Man, come on, man. Did y'all see them pictures? That's not I'm gonna drive separately energy. That's not that kind of thing. That's not that I'm gonna drive my own self. That's not that. No, we together. You don't go home till
see that
I'm
ring
ready
on
to
that
go
finger?
home.
See that ring on that finger?
It's
See,
Trump.
that means he got to ride with somebody
Oh my
specifically.
God. I need you guys to come next year, please.
Bro, you already know.
I
there
will
till the
I
shit
will come.
closes.
During that
And
day,
I have people that don't want to be there till the shit closes. I want to be that dude, and I need people that vibe that way.
I want to go there till the sun come up, man. Come on.
Oh, let's go, Reno.
whole
Come on, man. Where's your spirit,
Oh,
man? Come
I
on.
want to see every ounce of
Dude, yo, on some real shit, if she loves you,
Let's roll.
she'll understand.
I'm there all night,
How's that?
all weekend. We get what Sunday? What
We got
Sunday
jump
night?
up.
Raw talk. Listen, raw
Y'all
talk
will
ain't
have
trying to hit nothing.
like
I'm
plenty
saying,
of
right?
pictures,
talk, like,
evidence. You can
listen, I gotta
FaceTime
live
her.
with that
Come on,
woman.
man.
Raw talk saying I gotta live with that woman. Y'all don't.
Yo,
Raw
free
talk
drink.
said
He
I gotta
said
live
free
with her. Y'all
drinks,
don't.
free food. He said y'all can split the whole. What you doing, man? Look it up.
Nah,
Come on,
we'll
man.
be there.
Raw talk.
That's what
Hey,
you got
raw,
is
raw talk. Tell him I gotta
exclusive.
live with her. Raw talk.
Yes.
For
Say
the
I gotta
married
live with
men
her.
on
Yes.
this
Y'all don't.
channel.
You know,
For
she
the married
understands.
You gotta
men.
live with her,
Listen,
but you
she
only
already
live
said
once,
she
my
already
boy.
tolerate. Right. She already put up. Hey, raw talk. She already put up with all that. Right. She already understand all that. Raw talk. They trying to
You
get you
only
in
live
trouble. Don't
once,
listen to
my
them.
boy. One
Listen
time.
to
You
him,
get
raw
one
talk.
time.
Say, listen. I get a pass on all this in the back of me right here. There's only but so much she gonna let me go.
So for the married men on this podcast and their ladies, listen, we are content creators, mommies. No disrespect, but allow us to build our content, not doing no dirty deeds. Listen, if they put their ass cheeks out there, it's not our fault. That's all I'm saying.
It's not.
Don't blame me.
Chicks be having their titties out at
It
Walmart.
really ain't.
Just saying. I
It's not
mean,
our fault. Al.
get real with it.
Al, just because you're on a diet don't mean you can't look at the menu. That's how it goes.
Wepa, you know what I mean? I'm on a keto diet. I'm good. I'm gonna eat the meat though.
Exactly. You know, like you in a restaurant and you're waiting on your food. Now you got your specific food, but you watch everybody else's as it goes to their plate, as it goes to their table, that kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like you got you, but it's there and it's gonna be there. It's out in the world. You can't even check like your phone messages without saying, you know what I mean? Like, what's that mean? That's not real.
No,
It's
it's
the
not.
world we live in.
Yes,
But
It's the world we live in.
it's what I was saying. We're not out here doing nothing crazy. We're not going to strip clubs. It's not that kind of situation.
the kind is a strip club, and you saw the ass cheeks I showed you. I mean, it's a strip club.
Honestly, you don't need a strip club. Did you see that Mystique chick that was walking around? Like, and her, just like everything else, was free. So it's kind of
my
like,
God,
y'all messing it up. Y'all messing it up. I was, oh man.
Yo, Reno, hold on. Let me
Listen,
put this out.
it's New
real
York.
quick.
Al, would you tell
I'm a
them it's New
single
York, so
man.
you got to expect the unexpected.
Yo, let me just put this out there. I'm a single man looking for a Nubian queen. All right, so hit me up.
Okay. You know what I mean?
If you cosplay, you got an extra checklist.
I'll make it and put it out there. Wow.
Yeah, let's go.
making love connections. So put it out there. Y'all heard what he said.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, what was we talking about, Reno? What's popping, brother?
So we got a lot to talk about, but I know a lot of people want to see about the Spider-Man. We're gonna talk about Daredevil too, Stu. Stu Dog. Yeah, tell us
and
about
we also got
Daredevil.
to talk about Daredevil. Here we go. But first we got to talk about something else. I got one other thing. Hellboy. Right now, they are having a casting problem with the new Hellboy movie that's about to be put out. It's greenlit on every level except for who's going to play Hellboy. They're having problems finding somebody to play Hellboy.
I'm here.
And the problem, I think, is that Ron Perlman did such a great job. It's hard to follow that act. It really,
How
really
you
is.
greenlight a movie and you don't have the main character casted?
That's how we get down nowadays. That's
really
they greenlight the movie.
I mean, literally, the movie.
Greenlight the movie just means that.
I mean, like, no, giving it a go. No, that's not what I mean. I don't mean like giving it a go. What I mean, like, he said every aspect was ready, except I don't know. Maybe in my mind, the main aspect is him, ain't it?
I was just reading. I just read it in Comic Shop News. They said the movie's ready to go. They're ready to do everything. They just don't have a Daredevil. They can't pick a Daredevil. I don't know why. I don't know.
You mean
They're
Hellboy?
saying that. the writer of the, I mean Hellboy, yeah, but the writer of the article said that and I agree with him. Ron Perlman is a hard act to follow. That was a hard act to follow. Like he nailed it,
Yeah, he
and we
nailed it.
gotta, yeah,
He was one of those things. He is Hellboy. You know, it's hard to see anybody else doing the character. I mean, they did the reboot with your boy from Stranger Things. He already played Hellboy after Ron Perlman. You know, the
Yeah,
guy
but
played the
also
sheriff.
there's CGI and AI, to the face prosthetics. So
Mhm.
you can, so really when it comes down to it, it's what mannerism, like the body move, body language mannerisms, and everything else you can make it look the same.
Yeah,
You
but Ron Perlman, the way he played the character and everything, I mean, that's he put his own, he made it his own. But the
His
guy,
personality.
I think, and you can see the eyes and the face and whatnot. But he has that. Ron Perlman has a face already that kind of looks like, like what I'm saying.
Right, right. Like
It's
someone that
made for them
fits the
prosthetics.
role like through and through, not just looks, but like body language and everything. Yeah, I feel that. Okay.
It's like
Yeah,
you have Ryan Reynolds, who's perfect for
Deadpool.
he was born to do that role from
That
for
was,
Deadpool.
I'm sorry, and Wesley
He was
Snipes
doing, yeah,
played Ryan Reynolds, Deadpool. They're just certain, you just like, damn.
yeah, certain
Yeah.
permanent
Yeah.
facial features. It's like they made the comic book right after Ron Perlman, like
Yeah.
because his facial structure
Yeah. The
just
way it's
the same,
yeah,
literally
the top lip. Yeah.
without makeup,
Um. Yeah.
without makeup.
Right.
That's
The guy that
yeah,
played
and
it,
he and
the
they're saying
sheriff
that
and
they're saying that
hmm?
the guy that played
oh,
the
and the
sheriff
Stranger
in
Things.
Stranger Things. Yeah, he played Hellboy in the reboot, and I didn't think it was bad. I
People
didn't,
hated it.
yeah, I wasn't
I
really,
didn't either.
I didn't think it
I
was
didn't
that
either.
bad,
Yeah.
but people did not like it. Yeah, people didn't like it, and probably, yeah, it's because it's, Ron Perlman already sort of put his stamp on it. People expect that, and it's hard to follow the king.
yeah.
Talking about
Didn't
Ron
they
Perlman,
can a Hellboy movie a few not too long ago? They had greenlit with Homeboy, and he was gonna do it. Um, and then they just kind of canned it. When it's probably about 2 years ago, a Hellboy movie. There was speculation to talk about it, or they were in the works, and then they just kind of dumped it. Am I mistaken?
there's a
Yeah,
possibility.
no, you're not. They wanted to do a sequel to the last Hellboy movie, and they just didn't do it. I guess it didn't get the reception that they wanted, so they canned it.
Mm-hmm.
But now they're trying to put another one out there,
We're
and
doing a
they
third
have
a
to
third
cast
reboot,
Hellboy, and they can't. Not that they
a
can't. They
third boot.
just yes, they're just having a problem figuring out who's gonna play Hellboy, and they don't want to get it wrong because they want this to be a success.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well,
then
third
they
time's
should
done.
speak to Mike Mignola and get it done. Mike Mignola will tell you this is the perfect person for my character I created. So why don't they trust the goddamn creators to
Thank
fucking
you.
cast?
Thank you, Al. Thank you, Al. Because that's all you got to do is go to the creators of these characters, man. Stick to the comics, man. Go to the
But
source
see that
material. Go to the source of the character, the guy who created the character, and say, when you envision this character, I know you was thinking about, an actor or somebody, at some point, who is that guy who you really see fitting this role, and then if it's not someone you can get, get someone like that or whatever. But
Yo,
Al, man, I know you got to go at 8. Go ahead. What you gonna say?
wait, I'm gonna go A, but I'm just saying you're 100. That's exactly it, bro. I mean, talk to the creators. That's the wonderful thing. You hit it on the money. Who did you envision? And if they're not available, great. Get somebody like-minded, kind of in the same lane. That's
Yeah.
what it is. Trust the fucking creator, because if anyone wants the project to succeed, it will be the creator of the fucking character.
Right.
They
Right.
want to see their
That's
baby
true.
grow.
That's
Whether they
that's
own it or not, they want to see their baby grow.
yeah.
And they know what made it popular. They know why people loved it in the
popular.
first place. They know why it was a character that you're making a fucking movie about in the first place.
Yeah.
Facts.
Let them show you
That's
why.
true.
Yeah.
That's true. And that would lead us up to Daredevil Born Again. Marvel
Yeah.
Studios has offloaded their head writers and director of Daredevil Born Again. So you got head writer Matt Corman and Chris Ord have been replaced because during, I guess apparently, and this was all reported by the Hollywood Reporter. Apparently during this strike, they had already did a few episodes of Daredevil Born Again and a lot of production. And because of the lackluster reception of Secret Wars, they said, well, let's just take a look at Daredevil and see what we got. They did that, and none of the head top execs or the powers that be at Disney that approves or whatever, they said it just wasn't good. One of the problems was that they said that it just took too long for him to be Daredevil. He sat in the courtroom for 3 episodes and did court cases and kind of bantered, like She-Hulk, and he didn't even don the costume or do anything as Daredevil until the 4th episode, which they said was entirely too long for him to be out of costume because
Wait,
what is wrong with that? I'm sorry. What is wrong with that? So they developed the characters, so there's a problem.
This is what the writers Matt Corman and Chris Ord wrote. This is what they wrote. They had him in a courtroom. 3 episodes. Just court. I don't know how long the episodes were. Let's say they 30 minutes. So you got 30, 60, 90 minutes of him.
He's a lawyer.
Not even in costume. He's
a lawyer though. So yeah, he's in a courtroom.
Like She-Hulk. Just like doing the She-Hulk. Right. Just doing the She-Hulk thing. And they said that because they said the Netflix series was so successful and it was based on action. The Disney exec said that their whole plan to do another Daredevil was to keep the same pace and action-packed drama as the Netflix show because that was successful. So they wanted to stay with that. Daredevil sitting in the courtroom, Matt Murdock sitting in the courtroom is not action. Nobody wants to.
It's not Daredevil. I mean, Matt Murdock is a lawyer.
Right.
It's character development. What is wrong with that?
No.
Well,
no. So if we were gonna,
nope. You know why I say
no? It's not. It's a lot wrong with it. It's a lot wrong with it.
We saw Daredevil though in costume in She-Hulk. So
already.
At least give us him at the end of the first episode or second. I understand character development,
but not 3 episodes.
Costume. This is bullshit. We saw him in costume. Don't make me watch the fucking show to see.
I'm not even gonna lie.
3 episodes later.
I can't speak from that place. I apologize for my outburst because I didn't see She-Hulk.
There you go.
So where this show's starting off in my mind is their reboot. You know what I'm saying? They're bringing back Daredevil.
You saw him in costume.
No, okay. So y'all don't. The character development is not needed for this show. So what you're saying?
I mean, listen, character development is good, and yes, having an episode where he's not in this costume yet may be fine. Maybe at the end of the episode, or even like Al said, at the end of the second episode, at least by the second episode. But you've done 3 episodes, and we've already seen this. We've already seen this.
Hey, look what we saw.
So there's no suspense. So the 3 episodes will be leading up to like dun dun dun. Okay, we already know this.
Yeah, you've already done that. You don't have to do that.
Yeah, let's go ahead and get into the show. Let's get into it. We don't need, we know who Daredevil is. We don't need no more origins. And this is Marvel's problem, especially with these miniseries. You've given us miniseries and you're doing this and you want to, you got to jump right into the action. We're already fans of these characters. We don't need the goddamn origin. Let's just jump right into it. Let's get into the show. Let's get into the action. Let's
nail on the head. And Reno, you hit
so
the nail on the head
basically, if they were to do the show like that, they would be just wait. It's just a waste. They just wasting time.
Yeah.
It is a waste because they said that when everybody, I know everybody here saw Secret Wars, and one thing the Hollywood Reporter said that was reported to them was that Secret Wars should have been better than what it was. This came from Disney, and that the lackluster response they got from the audience for Secret Wars made them fire everybody and overhaul Daredevil after what they saw. The writers just didn't write anything action-packed or great that was based off of the Netflix show. That's why it was so successful. You can't say that it wasn't. Everything about the Netflix show mimicked the comic book almost to a T. He had the all-black outfit before he had the Daredevil suit with the with the bandana that came down over his eyes and the long sash that flapped in the wind. Like that was Daredevil. I mean, when you read those early comics, that's what he looked like. And Netflix reproduced that. It was violent.
Yeah.
He went on missions at night. He went out at night like Batman. He protected Hell's Kitchen. That's his territory. And they're saying that Matt Murdock sitting in a courtroom, and I get it. It's not what people want to see. We don't want to see Matt Murdock trying over court cases. And then all of a sudden, because when the court cases don't go right, now all of a sudden I got to sue up as Daredevil. 4 episodes later,
I got you.
it makes no sense.
I got you.
Well,
Okay,
I do
thank
want
you.
to see. I do want
I
to
can
see him
see
in
now.
court.
All right, I get it.
I do want to see him in court. I just also want to see him as Daredevil. Can I see that too? That's what I'm saying. Like you don't. It just can't be only court every episode. Like it's Daredevil. Yeah, he's a lawyer, but he's also
Okay,
Daredevil.
so when I
Um,
heard it, I'm like, why are they complaining that there's episodes in my mind? It's just okay, so he's in a courtroom for 3 episodes and it's Daredevil. So I get it.
They're saying
I,
that's one of the
I
right,
problems.
right.
One of the problems
They
is
did the
that
right thing
he
and,
was in. Yeah, they said one
and
of the main problem was, and it wasn't even the court. They just said the main problem was it took 4 episodes for them to see Daredevil in
Yeah.
costume,
Yeah, the
and the
costume.
other 3 episodes he was in the courtroom, and they said that was too much like She-Hulk. They already
Yeah.
did something, and that's not Daredevil. They said that Daredevil is an action-based series that came from Netflix over to Disney because they own the proprietary character, and they wanted to mimic that. Disney said they wanted to mimic that same action, that same nonstop Daredevil action, the fighting, the cases, the him being a lawyer by day, Daredevil by night. That's what they wanted to mimic, and the writers didn't give them that. That's not what they gave them,
Yeah, they gave
and
it
that's
some
not
deep.
what the audience is going to sit there and watch. Right? You already set the bar. Now you got to either go higher than it or be equal to it.
Same thing with the
Mhm.
Punisher. They can't they can't do a PG Punisher. They can't. It's impossible.
Mm-mm.
It's impossible.
Yeah,
they're
don't-
just buying these shows,
Same with
and
the
really, it's good. They're gonna run them into the ground because what the shows, what got them running, what's gonna keep them running. Disney can't really offer that now, can they?
no,
Mhm.
they can't.
They
I
can,
mean, you
but
can't.
they got to
I
stick.
mean,
They got to
they
be
have to
committed to it.
separate their platform and say. I mean, right now they're playing Luke Cage and Punisher and Daredevil, but it should be only access if they're worried about children accessing it. It should be a separate access to those shows. This way, just like Marvel Knights, you know, or Marvel Max.
Mhm.
Do that. They can separate it. Hey, this is the more extreme stuff where children 13 and under or 12 and under, what have you, have no access to it. Just those with their codes or whatever they can
It's
get.
Disney though. You think they want that on their name?
But they already have it.
Adult is
They
well,
have
not
it.
adult.
They already have it. They own it already. They have it with
Daredevil or
Punisher.
Deadpool rather.
No, I'm saying it. No, well, yeah. What I'm saying, it's a whole separate network specifically like
Well,
this.
it's not like a separate network.
Adult
It's just
Disney.
a separate access on the platform they already have. You have Disney
Mhm.
Plus, and then you have Disney Plus.
It's like rated R access for the
Yeah.
rated R. For the
Oh
rated
man,
R
you're just
content.
talking about like a parental advisory section.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah, he's
okay,
just
I
talking
feel
about
it. Yeah,
access to the rated R content.
yeah. So like, yeah, okay, I
Putting
feel.
a
But how do
parental
you
block.
keep the kids from watching it though?
Well, that's
Well,
the
hey,
responsibility of the parent.
yeah. A report from the
That's the
Hollywood
question.
Reporter,
Easy,
a report from the Hollywood Reporter suggested the studio is in the process of completely overhauling that Daredevil Born
Yes.
Again and the sequel project to the massively successful Daredevil series on Netflix, because Netflix made this whole thing and
Knocked it out
people
the
thought,
park.
yeah,
Yeah,
they
knocked
killed it.
yeah,
They made
knocked it out the park. They killed it.
phenomenal show,
Yeah.
and everybody just wanted to see more of that. And unfortunately, for whatever reason, they're not just going to give us more of that. They're going to revamp the whole thing. And according to the Hollywood Reporter, the series is being scrapped and done again from scratch.
Done again.
And when they
From
are,
scratch. Yes.
yeah, and that lets the head writers Chris Ord and Matt Corman go. And you know what I'm saying, with the plans to restructure the whole series from scratch, which leaning towards a more traditional episodic TV show. And you know, Disney Plus period is gonna sort of shy away from the mini series like they've been doing. Like so far, all the shows, you know, have been mini series, not with season 2s in mind, or you know what I mean. But they're gonna start
Right.
doing it where they're giving more episodes and planning more seasons. Planning season 2.
Yes, and they want to do two. They've already greenlit 2 seasons of Daredevil. Disney feels as green as
Yep.
Daredevil is a 2-season show.
Right.
So they want to do
At
2
least.
seasons, and then maybe
Yeah.
right at least. We don't know how many episodes. We don't know how long the episodes are, but we do know that their new approach to how they put out these seasons and what they're about is something that they need to work on because it's what everybody's complaining about. We're complaining about how short they are. We're complaining about how they're just so lackluster. We're complaining about the production. We're complaining about the budget. We're complaining about like, look, I'm paying almost $100 a month. After this year, everybody's gonna be paying $100 a month for Disney after this year, come 2024. So we're paying $100 a month a year for Disney
A
Plus.
year.
We're paying
Yeah.
$100 a year. You don't pay $100 a year for
I was
Netflix,
about
and they
to say,
give
I
us a better
think that
show.
was a month.
How's that? No, not a month. Well, for me, my subscription ends. I'm thinking my subscription ends next month, so I'm gonna re-up. So they're gonna charge me $100 at the end of next month around Thanksgiving. They're gonna charge me $100 for the whole year for next year. So
Damn,
the
Thanksgiving.
a Netflix subscription don't even come to $100 for the year, and they gave us a way better show with way better production.
Yeah.
So tell me, what is Disney doing with the money? Are they snorting it? Are they shooting it up?
I will.
But
Yeah.
as much money as they making and as much money as they have, these shows should be top. These shows should be like mini movies. Like
Yeah.
the production should be off the chain. It should be
And
off
they
the
should-
wall. The special effects should be top notch. Like we should.
Nobody's talking
we should
about
be
that
like,
though. Nobody's
Right.
talking about
should
that
be
though.
one
You hear Disney, it's like one ear out the other. It's Disney.
But remember, the lady
Yeah,
that
it's
had
just
for the
Disney.
special effects was taking the money and the money disappeared. And
Man, Disney has their own money. This is Disney. This is Mickey, bro.
yeah,
Like,
Yeah.
forget what they doing now.
She
They've
came
been
over
doing
the-
this.
She came over the
since
glasses. She came over the glasses for that one. She was like, this is Disney.
Disney. When you hear Disney, it's just like, oh yeah, whatever, man. Come on, man.
He's losing a lot of money.
They got money.
And
They're
they're gonna
losing a
lose
lot of money.
They're
I
gonna
mean,
lose a lot
they
of
got
money because
they got their own
look at
money.
Their stocks.
look at
is in the toilet.
Star
Right.
Wars. Look at something as simple as Daredevil Born Again. Okay, Daredevil Born Again. He wasn't born again to be boring. He was born
No.
again to give us more action. I mean,
Yeah.
why
And
would
this,
you give
you know-
us Daredevil sitting in the courtroom? Like Stan Lee told Tobey Maguire when they first did those Spider-Man movies. Look, people, the movie's called Spider-Man, not Peter Parker. Nobody wants to see you running around because Tobey Maguire, he wanted to be on screen 90% of the time with
That's
his
the
face.
problem with
And Stan Lee said, I had to tell him. Yeah, Stan Lee said, I told him that, look, the movie's called Spider-Man. They want to see you jumping around in a suit, catching bad guys. They didn't come to see you as Peter Parker, walking around all happy, shooting webs from your arms. That's
Yeah.
not gonna do it.
No, yeah, it's real, and that's the problem with hiring these big name actors and these big celebrities to play these characters. It was cool to bring Robert Downey Jr. in to play Iron Man because he was a big name, but he wasn't like the hottest at the time. He wasn't hot at the time at all. He was just people thought he was kind of done. Yeah, people thought he was over.
He was,
And he was a rehab. He was just he was a ex-80s Brat Pack guy.
He was just a dude playing a dude.
Yes,
that was after Iron Man.
that was later. But
Oh no! I was just quoting. That's just my
Yeah.
movie. My bad, y'all.
The thing before Iron Man was Black and White was the last thing I believe he was in.
Right.
Before Iron Man.
Right, and that's a real like underground hip hop joint. That's not even a real movie, and so but my point, that's my point. Is like it's cool to have a big name, but they kind of built him as a star. They rebuilt him as a star, and so the same thing with Hugh Jackman. He played Wolverine, and they built him as a star, and like these other guys.
They did that for all of them.
Chris Hemsworth,
all of them.
Vincent, I mean,
God damn it, who played Doctor Strange?
all these guys,
Everybody.
Cumberbatch, all these guys were good actors, but they became superstars because of this, but it was because of this. When you take a guy like Tobey Maguire and or someone who had already and that was before the whole superhero movies are gonna make you a star anyway with Tobey Maguire. I was before that shit. So, now MCU is like, yeah, you score one of these movies, you're gonna be a star and shit. But they need to bring these unknown great actors that are out there that are phenomenal. Maybe not unknown, but not superstar status, and bring them in. And because these superstars, they want to have all the screen time. They don't want to wear the fucking mask. You know what I mean? It's shit like
they need
that.
to fix them contracts.
And that's why
They
Wolverine,
need to fix them contracts.
that's why in Wolverine, my opinion, all them fucking movies suck. Excuse my French.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, they did.
Because he ain't got the mask. He ain't got the mask.
Yeah, those movies were not good.
Yeah.
No, they weren't. No, they weren't at all.
I mean, any
And
Wolverine
it's-
fan.
Yeah, and
any
it's
real
sad
Wolverine
because it's
fan, you
easy
see
to
that.
it's easy to do Wolverine. You listen, Wolverine is a cash cow. You could have made so much money. You could have
Yeah.
had about 5 Wolverine movies right now, and you could have made so much money off of all of it. Wasn't even pathetic, but they didn't, and because they didn't follow the source material, and Hollywood got involved and did whatever they wanted, and let the actor show it. And it's like Reno and all y'all said, it's about the face. Like,
And you
look,
see the mask in the
we
out.
know
Stop
what you look like.
writing stories that have already been written.
No.
Period.
No, use the stories that have been written and follow
That's
the
what I'm
fucking source
saying.
material.
You don't have to write them for the movie, man. Just make a movie of the damn story that's already
Yeah,
written.
it's already written.
Man.
Yeah.
You don't have to
Please.
put a spin on it, man. It's already. You feel what I'm saying? Like, what?
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, listen,
And a
I
lot of
get
people
I
do
get that
because they
some,
want
and
they
I get
want to. Yeah.
I get that some costumes don't look good in live action. They don't. Some costumes look great on paper. They do not look good in live action. It's just a fact. So they do have to tweak some of the costumes. I get it. I think MCU way over tweaked the costumes. They wanted to make them completely new and make them their own thing, and they didn't have to go that far. But they do have to tweak some of them. So I get some of the source material having to change shit like that. You know what I mean? Like, but that kind of stuff just to make it live actionable. But stop changing whole storylines and plot lines and characters and
That goes into them paying the writers. They have
And-
to pay the writers.
yeah, and it's like, yeah, so that they can, say that, they wrote something and
Like
it's cool. But
Claremont stories.
man,
Yeah,
why are you saying you wrote it, bro?
let Chris Claremont write the
It's
shit.
already been written. What are you talking
Yeah,
about?
no,
No, you didn't write it.
You can
All
write
you
this.
did was hire some people to say what. Oh, I'm sorry.
No, I'm just saying the reason why they want to rewrite because they don't want to pay too much to Chris Claremont and these guys. They don't want to pay that to them, so that's why they tweak their source materials, like give you a hint of where this come from, like Days of Future Past. You know what I'm
They
saying?
always, they always pay like the author of a novel for their script. Like
That is so
they pay-
stupid. Because when you think of it in the long run, it'd be cheaper to just pay them instead of all these different people
And then the Days of
just to piss your viewing audience off.
Futures Past that they made was garbage because you only show Bishop in a few clips when he was the guy that went back in the past. It wasn't Wolverine, it was Bishop. You know what I'm saying? Come on. You do the 97 one, it's definitely Bishop. Wolverine
and why the new Bishop look a lot like Method Man? I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
We already know why. We know
I'm
why,
just
Reno.
saying, dog.
We know why. That's a dope Bishop. I gotta get. That's the card back.
If that's
That joint's
really
fire.
gonna be something, I'm
I'm
gonna
gonna
have to
get
call
that.
my brother.
Bro, this is one of the best figures. Listen, I'm sorry. These Marvel Legends, these new ones, these bro, the face sculpts on these new 97 joints. The
I
only
saw you
only
unbox the
complaint,
Gambit on
the only
Saturday. I saw that while I was working. I was like, oh. And then you was like, you could take his jacket off and start peeling him. I was like, please stop. You was giving me anxiety. I was like, just put him down, man. Stop it.
yeah, the only complaint I have about these is that jacket, where it's like a vest. It's like they made, and honestly, I think with this one, I think with this Rogue one, I think the person that made this vest didn't get the memo or they made this jacket, that it was a jacket, because they literally designed it as a vest with the sleeves drooping down on the bottom. That's a vest. They made a vest. This is supposed to be a jacket, but they put a vest on, and she's got fucking sleeves that don't match. And then the other thing they made with Luke Cage, with his face was one color brown and his chest was another color brown, and shit like that. Quality control has not been, great.
I ain't thinking
Right.
anybody would notice. You know what I'm
These
saying?
designs,
Black is black, damn it.
but these
Give 'em
figures,
Luke Cage.
I've got three Magnetos, and this is one of the best ones. It's got, I mean, I love the paint inside around the eyes. The black paint is really cool. That's a feature that's not on the other ones. But the sculpt, man, the sculpt and the plastic on these is really good. This Storm is nice.
Yeah, Storm is dope.
But yeah, Stu, you're right, bro. This Bishop, man, this Bishop is a phenomenal figure, bro. The
Johnny Blaze.
yeah, word, the weight, the dimensions, and all that.
Looking at it, right? Like you had it in the
mean,
package. Like take now that you got it out the package, and I'm looking at it, like you bro, that is phenomenal, bro. Like the package does it no justice, but the package is dope. But looking at it right there, you're like, damn, like, oh.
You said those are for a new series that they coming out with?
Yep. It's for X-Men 97. Yeah. It's called X-Men 97. Yeah, it's sort of it's their continuation of X-Men the animated series, but I don't think it's necessarily a continuation story-wise, and it's certainly not animation-wise or even design-wise. These characters look different. The animation is going to be graphic. It's going to be computer. It's going to be drawn, but it's going to be computer. It's not going to look like 3D CGI, but it's going to be like Invincible, basically. That kind of animation made, done with a computer. But the design, this Wolverine, man, the fins on his mask. Let me show you how different. Look how big they are compared to how. See how the size difference.
Yeah. And it's more square.
Yeah, the brown one here is how they normally look. Even the black ones, but this is their normal Marvel Legends mask mold, and this is the new one. You see the fins are real big because it's like the animated series.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah, I
like
love that
series.
shit.
Yeah, they made them big. Yeah.
I love that shit. The plastic they use is also a different grade of PVC. It's got a different. It's almost a more brittle. Like what do you call it? Like
hollow, a little bit hollow.
Solid. Like like more brittle. Like more yeah, like less, like a harder plastic, like a more hard plastic. But he's got a cool sculpt, cool design.
Forgive me, I don't collect figurines, so is it like is it maybe a newer material, something more durable, you think?
It could be, that could be why they're using it. I like it. I'm a fan of it. I like it. And this Rogue figure, I mean, damn, it is amazing. Look and look at the I love this. It's like a little hand where she's holding her glove. You see how she's not wearing a glove? I don't know if it's showing up. Let me put the bigger.
No, I see what you. I get it.
Yeah. It's like she took the glove off. See that?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's
That's when you know you fucked up. That's when you know you fucked up.
That's hot right there. That's detail. Yeah, that's detail.
That shit is dope. That shit is dope.
That's detail.
Oh yeah. And then you got old boy right here, which we did unbox him the other day. Loving this one. I have the other.
I did not know he came with a staff. I didn't know he came with all that. I didn't see that. That goes hard with the cards and stuff.
Oh yeah.
That's my boy. That's my boy.
There he is, throwing some cards out. And they got a nice new head sculpt for him. Obviously, the over exaggerated hair, the animated style.
Yeah.
He's got a
Built-in abs, you know, all that, all
yeah,
that
he's got
fun
a he's
stuff.
got yeah, and he's got the new material. You can hear it. It's like it's like a hard plastic. And if you don't know, like normally it's more of a a softer plastic, almost like
Rubbery, yeah.
a rubber, yeah, more rubbery content. Um, thinner cast, right? But yeah, I'm loving them figure. I love that new line. That shit is dope as fuck. I'm super happy with it.
I'm glad they
The
kept up with it, to be honest with you.
yeah, that bishop. I was sitting there looking at it yesterday. Me and my son Blaze were looking at it, and I'm like, bruh, that's not even when I showed it side by side. Let me show this. I got to show y'all this. It's not even a little bit. It's like absurdly Method Man. Let me show you. Method Man. Here, we ain't gonna waste no time posting pictures. I'm gonna just share the screen with you.
Miss Sata, how are you?
I'm good. How are you all?
We're doing good. What is your thoughts on Daredevil Born Again and them totally
Oh, like
different?
the overall. I
The
think I don't know. I
firing,
think
the
it might be a good
firing, the
thing.
recap.
Yeah, I think it might be a good thing. I feel like the fact that it came out that he wasn't in costume until the fourth episode is very insane. And especially for a show that's going to be like 18 episodes long, it's like if this is about Daredevil, let's not really waste time. Especially if he's already established as a hero, like why would we be caring about Matt for 4 episodes straight? Like I don't understand that. So I think it's good. I hope that this means we get a better show because they just have not had a good track record. So yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, that kind of. You think that looks like Method Man Sada? Do you think that?
I
Look at
do. That
that.
looks
Can that
like a
pass?
lot like him.
Can that pass?
That's crazy.
Thank you.
That's a
I
spitting
said it when
image.
he before. Yeah,
Spitting
before he
image.
pulled out the pack, I said that kind of look like Method Man hair right there. I mean, I could be wrong, but that because he has a mullet. He has like a mullet in the comics.
But yeah, Simon, they had to explain that to me.
Mhm.
So I was like, wait a minute. I was like, 3 episodes. I'm like, what's wrong with that? It's character development. It's like, nah, no more character development. Let's get into it. Let's get
Yeah,
it.
no,
So I was like, all right.
especially since they're bringing over the same Daredevil from the Netflix show. He's already been fairly
Actually,
developed, you
that's
know.
not even. Actually, that's not even character development. That's character establishment. Character's
Yeah.
already
Yeah,
established. We
yeah,
need to develop them further, as far as the show is concerned, because we don't need like same thing we see with Batman. How many times am I gonna see his parents get killed before we just get into it?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's just get into it, man. We don't need to see it again. We know who the guy is. We're already fans of him. We already know what he did. We already know why he is the way he is. We get all that. We get all that. Like we passed that. Let's get into it. Even the casual audience is past that. That's that superhero fatigue. That is a myth. Okay. First of all, superhero fatigue is a fucking myth. It doesn't exist. What exists is shit movies ever since Endgame and no good content, and people are fucking sick of that. But
Yeah.
also people are sick of origin stories and retelling the fucking. It's like, okay, we get it. Yeah, like if you watch
Oh no, I'm not sick of them.
Blue
I'm sick of them
Beetle,
being told incorrectly
yeah,
and
Blue Beetle
building a
was,
character from the ground up on a false and shaky foundation.
yeah,
And then you try to fix those pieces way the fuck later on. It just that's what's frustrating me. Just tell it right from the beginning, which is why I was like, "What's wrong with character development?" Because that's something that I would like to see. But like, that's my problem. I don't have a problem with you telling it. Tell it right because it's already written.
yeah,
Just
Blue,
just tell the story. It's not hard.
yeah, yeah. Blue Beetle was a cookie cutter superhero movie. Like it was good. Everybody loved it. It did real well, but it was a cookie cutter superhero movie. Like everything in it has been done in 6 movies before it and recently. So it's like
Right.
that's what we call it. It's not that Blue Beetle was a tired hero or people are tired of that kind of hero. They're just tired of that kind of story. The way the story is being told, like We get it. We get how superheroes are made. Scene one, seen them all, actually. Don't even need to see the origin of a lot of the new characters. We could touch on it, tell me about it, but we don't need a whole fucking movie about it.
Yeah.
Right. Just do
That's
a flashback. Give us a
And then all
flashback.
of
That's what, 10 minutes? That's 10 minutes.
And
They
then
go on
all
and let's get
it's
into it.
enchanted about their powers and responsibility, and then something happens where they come at.
If you're going to do that, if you're going to do that, if you're going to spend a whole movie, let's say, for example, Morbius, building this character, how about you come out with them doing something,
Right.
with everything that they went through? How's that? What?
Yeah,
Just
bloodshed.
dead ends.
Now,
You
wait a
just
minute,
drop
bloodshed books. Hold on. I liked it.
It's like,
Now,
what did I just
I kind of
watch?
liked the Morbius.
Hell
I don't know.
no.
I like the
I
movie.
thought
I'm saying
Morbius
they
was
built him
trash.
up, and
I thought
then
Morbius.
that movie,
No,
you know,
I
they
just thought it was a
explain to
really
you
good
who he
vampire
is, what
movie.
he went through, what
Yeah,
made
I
him
just
what he
thought it was.
was, and then
Nah, what's Stu saying? He think it was a good vampire movie, maybe not a good
But see, that's
comic
what.
movie.
But see, that's what Morbius was.
I don't know.
Morbius was a really good vampire movie that they just slapped the name Morbius on. That's how I feel. I liked it. If you would have took the Morbius out of there and just had a vampire and just named him Vampirus or whatever, and he had it, it was excellent. But once you threw the Morbius on there, now you got another bar that you got to live up to. You got to live up to the
but
hype
do
of
that,
Morbius,
and
like
do
it's
that, and
Spider-Man.
don't
I didn't.
introduce Vulture at the end of it. That doesn't make any damn sense.
Yeah,
And then just leave
exactly.
it. What are you doing?
Mm.
That's where I'm getting. That's where I'm just like, yo. And that's like when we was talking about before. It's getting harder and harder to care. I mean, you just wait and you wait and you wait, and it's like, yo,
Dog. Yeah. And shout out to my man hip hop SNME hip hop's and me. All right.
Yes, a cloth
Shout out to
man.
hip hop's and me. Yeah, team. But yes, a cloth gambit wired trench coat. That's what we need. We definitely need that. And you know what would be even ill, what would be dope is and I've never even seen this done, is a little cloth rogue jacket. We seen that there's a lot of if you want a cloth gambit trench coat with wire, go on eBay. They make them all the time. But I bet you would be hard pressed to find a rogue jacket, a little mini rogue jacket. Holla at the rogue jacket. Shout out to Norrin Rad. He said my beef with Morbius was too short and action scenes were too blurry and smoky. Otherwise, it had the right look. Origin story was also cliche, needed more spice. I mean, origin stories, period, they're cliche. They're just cliche. Unless you have something really crazy unique in superhero-dom, which they're out there.
They could have had with Morbius, but they just did not take advantage of that at all.
it would have been crazy and unique. Thank you. That's what I'm saying. Like, what happened? It would have been dope. It would have led to something.
Like if you're gonna do Morbius, if you're gonna do Morbius' story, then do it. Yeah, then do it.
They were so hell bent on making it part of the MCU.
Yeah, if you're gonna do Morbius' story, then do it. Yeah.
Hold on, Sada, what were you saying?
Same thing with Craven, which has been pushed back to next year.
Yeah.
Where'd she go?
They was on the right path. We all sat here and agreed that was a decent movie. For Morbius, for what he is, he's a vampire. Then it took a bunch of L's, right? Okay, that's who he is, right?
It was a good.
Now let's keep that going.
It was a really good vampire flick.
Because if that's what you wanted to do, you could have named it Vampire Guy.
Vampire. Sada, you good?
Or whatever they call it.
Vampirus.
You didn't have to call it Morbius. You could have. Here's Jared Leto as a vampire. It alludes to Morbius in the comic world, but it's not. Do that.
Yeah, it's vampire-y.
Yeah.
Speaking of Spider-Man, and speaking
of
honest
with you, he's not a vampire in the sense of like traditional biting you on your neck. He like absorbs your plasma. It's like he does it through your skin with his hands. Like it's not even like a traditional.
You know how lame. You know how bro. He's got fangs. He's got fangs.
Yeah.
But he can't bite you because it's a comic.
They didn't even get to that part. They didn't even get to that part.
There's no need. But yeah, but speaking of Spider-Man, we do have to get into the Spider-Man 2 PS5 game because I know it's up there and people want to hear about it and people want to know. And it is dope. It is fucking dope. I haven't gotten super far in it, but it is phenomenal. And Insomniac has the task here of following up two of the dopest superhero fantasies, video games. And that might sound like a good problem to have, but it's like, where do you go from there? The Spider-Man games, the Miles Morales games, Stu, you played them, right? Or I don't know, do you got a
Yes, I have
PS5?
all of them.
Yes.
Yeah, I played both at the end.
Yes.
You asking me that question?
Phenomenal.
I got a PS5, a PS4, a
So you
Wii.
got all the
I
systems.
got, boy,
Yeah.
I got it all. I got everything.
Word.
They're
That's
going
how
next. The next project for Spider-Man on PlayStation is Miles Morales 2.
Mm.
So
yeah.
they did
Yeah.
I hope that
Spider-Man,
one is
then
better
they
than
did
the
Miles
first
Morales.
one.
Now we're doing Spider-Man 2, and then we're gonna do
Yeah.
Miles Morales 2. That's going just like that.
Yeah, but yeah, Spider-Man 2, they doubled down on Spider-Man. You got double size. The map, New York is twice as big. Full fucking map, dude. I mean, the map is insane, dude. It's like you are really going through New York City. I mean, really block for block for block, it all is there. I mean, it's and they've expanded it. Instead of just Manhattan, bro, you got Brooklyn, you got Queens. Um, it's crazy. But
It says swimming through
Stanley,
pressure.
in doing that and doubling down everything with way more action sequences and all of that, they've crafted another super fucking dope, roller coaster of a game, man. That I think it's the best of the story series yet. But stand the original alongside this sequel in other ways. It can look a bit like two Spider-Man games that are, just like each other, but uh, the combat is like super like modified, not like they've built on it. It's not boring. It's definitely not
It's
the
better.
same.
Yeah, they made it better.
Yeah, it's largely the same fun as before, but and despite the larger map, a lot of the open world activities that you find in there are in need of evolution. The result is definitely a blockbuster title in the most modern sense of the word. Um, it's dope for long stretches, very thrilling, but by the numbers for other situations. Um, there's a few new tricks there, but the combat is very familiar. It doesn't have that new suit smell anymore. If you know what I mean, like it doesn't. It doesn't. It feels incredibly familiar, comfy to sort of get back into, and sort of the rhythm, of the precision dodges, and sort of the perfect parries. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? That you got to hit off, and the acrobatic finishers are very satisfying. And the chasing hit combo, to keep the fight stylish and not boring, is dope. So it's not just a monotonous button mash, repetitious, kicking the guy with the same kick. You get dope. You
Right.
get creative as fuck. It's dope. The
Which is what
movement's
the
very
first
smooth.
games. Yeah. The first
Yeah.
games were like that we played on
Yes.
PS1, PS2, 3. But these new games, they're more like the Batman games, how they evolved
Another
with the
level.
moves and the
Yeah.
gadgets and the levels, right? And they gave
With
us
the
different
parries and
ways,
the yeah.
right? They reinvented the box a couple times. It was the same box, but they just made it look
Right.
different. And this
Right.
new Spider-Man game is just that. Like my grandfather used to say, new ain't better, it's just different from old, and that's what we got. Something
Mm-hmm.
that's different from old, and which
Yeah.
was like what 2 years ago. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah,
this is a
sometimes you
nice
ain't gotta change
refresh.
everything. Just put a
Yeah.
little freshener on it. You know what I'm saying?
Right. That's it. You got to spice it up a little bit, and overall there's slightly less emphasis on the stealth encounters, and you've
Yes.
got in either Spider-Man or Miles Morales. And as somebody like myself who definitely found the stealth action of the previous game a little simplistic and routine, I like that, Sam Fisher shit, but this new louder approach is definitely cool. And naturally, the there are like those story missions where Miles or Peter has to like, you know, sneak across the ceiling and you know, take the guys out from you know, who never look up. But Spider-Man 2 in this one is a lot more eager to get you like into the action, a lot less of that creeping around stuff. The abilities are more designed to let you group up a bunch of enemies and take them all, you know, deal big damage and stuff all at once, rather than, you know, spreading them out and just having to pick them off and fight them one by one. I guess they felt that got tedious, which in a way it did. Having you know, when you see 10 guys on the screen and you know you got to sit there and chop them each down, it's like, okay, but being able to group them together and do some area of attack damages is really cool. I like that feature. You've got the new one of my favorite is the web grabber, which will kind of get over here like Scorpion type shit.
Scorpion.
Yeah, grab them, pull them, or you can grab two dudes and like smash them together, and you know what I'm saying, all kinds of different stuff you can think up, like all kind of, you know, get creative with it, and you know, grab a trash can and grab a dude and smash them together, shit like that. Like you know, a lot of fun dealing with that. The a lot of fun using that before the Miles Venom lightning burst into the grouped, you know, the group attacks where you kill a bunch of goons at once with the electricity, mad you know, Sith lightning type shit with Miles, and then you know, and then Peter now can also do. I guess they felt it wasn't fair or whatever. I don't know. He's doing shit, but it takes a lot longer than I expected to arrive. Once Peter gets the Spidey suit, which we already saw in the trailers, so it's not a spoiler. But the symbiote powers that, you know, come with that are dope as fuck. And you get your fighting style turns into more of like a brawler, you know, than an acrobat, which is just, it reminds me, you remember Web of Shadows, where it was a PS2, I think. Was Web of Shadows PS3? 360? I think it was 360. But Web of Shadows, where everybody was symbiote, and but you could switch between black suit and red suit, and they had different fighting styles. The black suit was a more power based brawler type, so it definitely is kind of like that. And yeah, so which it kind of gives, you know, Peter Parker his equivalent to Miles having the, you know, the Miles powers, right? He can go invisible, and he's got the Venom electrical shockers and all of that shit. So Miles has all this extra shit, and so kind of that black suit sort of gives Peter that you know, level playing field. And but yeah, it's a dope style. You can you know, sort of build up you can heal, build up your health bar and shit, and your focus bar as you fight with the heavy style of the black suit, you know, and land the hits and the heavy hits, and it builds up a lot of energy and shit like that. So that's dope if you like that kind of shit.
Shadows, that was PS3.
PS3, yeah.
PS3, Wii.
Yeah.
360.
A lot of, so one of the ways that they made a lot of improvements for Spider-Man 2 is a lot of the way a lot of the enemies are different. A lot of the AI is way better. The variety of different type of villains, you know what I mean? It doesn't seem monotonous, like the same guys around every corner and shit, you know. So you're not, you know, fighting the same 5, you know, thugs every 5 minutes. So that's cool. New factions and units. You got your flamethrower cultists, and your, you know, flying drones and hunters deploying laser grids above your head to limit the aerial attacks and make you stay, you know, out of the sky. A lot of enemies are weak to different type of abilities. You got, you know, electric and symbiote attacks, the two different characters, which gives you like a different extra wrinkle to the fights. And then obviously there's nothing revolutionary here. It's another Spider-Man game, but it's some cool extra stuff. An added level of complexity, helps you, to make you like try to pick, what powers to use, get strategic with it, get creative with it. That's something added, that we didn't have in any of the previous games. So there are new things. It's just, I'd say new things new to this game, new to a Spider-Man game, if that makes, what I mean. And that's not to say there aren't benefits of, you know, sneaking around and playing that style, but especially when you're playing as Miles, he's got the invisibility and shit like that, so he's great for the stealth shit. There's a lot of perch takedowns, possibilities offered, new sort of toys to play with, and you got the web line, which lets you create your own high wires that you can walk on.
Always like. I think that'd be a good, because in the last game when you tried to, you had to walk, like it was like kind of a hard angle.
Yeah,
you had to always jump, like you couldn't never just walk like a line, and then
right.
get the one up on the guy and hit him with a like a web
Yeah,
hang or something like that.
yeah.
So that's a
So now,
welcome. That's welcome to me.
yeah, hell yeah, yeah. It's a fun tool that definitely lets you sort of reshape the areas, because like you said, there might be beams or stuff you can walk on and creep on, but you can actually make your own lines now to walk around on the shit, and it's set up that way, so it works. You know what I'm saying? You could put all kinds of, you can web the ceiling, you can web the line, and then you can grab dudes and like web them up and hang them from the line like fucking pinatas and shit, and just have pinatas hanging all over the room. But yeah, a lot of the combat, the stealth is not a far cry from a lot of the warehouse encounters that you played in all the Spider-Man games before. You clear out the enemies and basically using the same sort of techniques and shit like that. But on paper, I think it's the perfect sequel. It takes all the elements that made the first games a lot of fun, builds on them, improves on them, bigger battles, improving the ray tracing and the graphics, a wider story choices for the RPG aspect, a more flamboyant combat, obviously the two different characters, improved visuals. The size of the New York map is just one of the best things about this game. That is just that's crazy. Just being able to just run around New York City is crazy. It
Twice
is.
the
It
size
is
of the last game.
so, yeah, it's so well done, dude. It's huge. Yeah, they added Queens and shit, and so, but the sheer wow factor that it delivers, I guess is going to be there, that they didn't skimp on, but some of the shine is dulled by the comparison to Insomniac's own previous success and work on the remasters of the original Miles for PS5, because that shit was perfectly done. Going from the original PS4 or even the PS4 Pro Spider-Man games to this is night and day difference in almost all areas, graphics and speed, everything. With the most noticeable being the seamless loading, no load screens, the ray tracing, the AI muscle deformation, the vast performance increases, visuals that really, I think, push the console to its limits, or maybe not its limits, but they push it pretty hard. And but from the PlayStation 5 updates, I think the leap is a lot smaller, if still impressive. None of this diminishes the excellent, varied, and amazing game that they gave us, but just how amazing that is depends on uh when you last played the game, or the other games, how are you going to compare it, if you compare it to the other games, jumping in it from scratch, is always a different experience. But
It all sounds really good on paper. The only
I do
thing,
not.
yeah, I know is going to take me out of it is the redesign for Peter Parker. I'm just not a fan, and they redesigned him again, and he's basically a diet Tom Holland, which I'm just not a
Yeah.
fan of for this version of Peter Parker because he's supposed to be like mid to late 20s, and he looks like he popped out of class. So
Yeah.
I just I'm not really a fan of that, and I know for me it might take me out of it. But I'm gonna try to stick it out because it looks great, and I love the inclusion of Venom and Craven, and I'm just really excited for that. But I know that
Yeah.
might just like really take me out of it.
I agree. 100%. That Tom Holland, I mean, why? It's not Tom Holland, and this is not the Sony movie. It's not. It's a game. It's a whole other story. It's a whole other canon. I don't really like that either. I don't like when they do that. They just and it's like it's just because he's the hot actor that's playing him right now. What about when he's not the actor playing him, or what if I don't know. It's just it seems
Right. The game is
It's
gonna
not
live
playing right
on.
now.
Yeah, the game is gonna outlive the movie. So what happens? People's like, yo, I
yeah,
feel it. I
Yeah.
feel it.
Like you took something that really nobody was complaining about at all, and like
right.
you put your own spin on it, but not really, and it's just like okay, cool, I
Mhm.
guess.
Yeah, it is what it is. But the other than little stuff like that, but yeah, that did take me out of it a little bit. But I keep the suit on, and and so
Keep the suit
yeah,
on and just
yeah.
close my eyes during the
Close
cutscene.
my eyes on the cutscenes. Yeah, yeah. But yeah, where did Stu go? Is he still here?
Damn, roasted.
Yeah,
That was cold blooded, y'all.
well,
Damn.
the reason why we have it looking like that is because Insomniac and them said that when you do a superhero game, they didn't want to use the likeness of the actor because then they have to show the face all the time,
Yeah.
and then they have to kind of mimic the movie a little bit and show aspects if they're going to use the light. So they said to do their own likeness, they can do their own story. They can do whatever they want.
Yeah, that's why they should do their own fucking characters instead of making them look like actors.
Or just draw it
Yeah,
in a little bit from everybody.
Mm.
You
I
feel what I'm
mean,
saying? They could drew a little
One of
bit
them
from
did
you,
look like a one of
a
them
little
did
bit
look
from
like a
Charles, a little bit.
combination. Yeah, one of them did
yeah,
look
one
like
of
a
them, yeah,
combination.
one of them did look a combination, but they said that the best thing for them is because they said that when Sony approached them originally to do the Spider-Man games that we just got, um, they wanted them to do them based on the movie, and they
Mm.
said that they kind of had like a tongue in cheek when they were in the meeting, and they said that they just had to speak up and say, look, we can do that, but it's not going to be good because
Yeah.
no superhero video game that's ever based on movie was ever good. Look
Mm-mm.
at what Batman
They fucked
Begins,
up
trash.
some of them
Dark
Batman
Knight
games,
Returns,
making them look like,
yeah,
yep,
they were
damn, yep.
trash. They were all trash. All the
I
ones
was
that
just
were
about
based
to
on
say they was
movies,
fucking up the Batman games, making them look like, you know
yeah,
what I'm
they
saying?
were trash. They were trash. So
hmm
they said
Pay
what
the
we're gonna
actor
do
for their
what
license,
Rocksteady did.
for their
Right, you got to pay
likeness.
for it, and they, yeah. So they said, look, why can't we just do what Rocksteady did and just get a game? We'll make our own character look like our own Bruce Wayne. Then we'll make our own Peter Parker, and we'll just go from there. We can do our own story, and it'll be more of a hit. And they
Yeah.
said Sony got back to them almost immediately and said, you know what? You're right. Let's do it. Those Spider-Man games been a hit. Spider-Man is a hit. Miles Morales was literally supposed to be DLC, but they said they dove so deep into it, they just made it a standalone game and launched it for the PS5. Um,
Yeah.
and now we're on Spider-Man 2, and they're lined up for a sequel for Miles Morales 2. You can't argue the results. It was a hit. It was the right move. It was the right call. And Insomniac is known for making some of the best video games, especially games based on superheroes that we've ever saw.
Mm.
Yeah, they do. They are good at it. They got it. They got it locked. Um,
Yeah, I can't name a
They need
bad
to
game by
we have
Insomniac.
A new
Yeah.
G.I. Joe game.
Oh,
I wish
I've been
Insomniac could
saying
do
it.
that game. I wish they would do
Yeah.
G.I. Joe. That would be
Yeah,
great.
I've been saying
That'd be a
perfect,
win
if
for us.
only.
right?
it needs to be a game where you could, yeah, where you could play like all the different characters. I mean, they got to figure out a serious sandbox for GI Joe. It would have to be a big ass game, man. I would want it to see. I would, because if they don't, then it's gonna be like you play
Man,
as,
they would end up overdoing that. They would end up overdoing it.
I mean,
well,
It would be so much that it would be just
yeah. I
garbage.
just don't want to. I just don't want to just have it where you just play as Duke or something like that. Like
Duke
you
or
don't need,
Snake Eyes. That's it.
yeah, or Snake Eyes.
they
Or
would.
You don't want to play as Duke. That's it.
just yeah. I mean, come on, we need a
And so play
variety.
in stealth mode for about 14 hours
And
straight.
listen, and we can get it because if you
It was
look at
an honorable
the
change.
games that Insomniacs did, right? Insomniac did the Spiral Dragon. They did Spiral the Dragon. They did
Yeah.
Ratchet and Clank Resistance, which was a great IP, which just came from nowhere. They made that up and kept it moving. They did Resistance. Resistance got what, 3 games? You know, they got you know, Spider-Man, Sunset Overdrive, Ratchet and Clank, and we keep seeing Ratchet and Clank games. I mean, you can't beat their track record, and they're about to do Wolverine. They're actually the ones doing the new Wolverine game that's supposed to,
I'm
well, should have came out,
very
but it's will probably be out
excited.
next year. But they're doing Wolverine. You
Yeah,
think we
it
sitting
looks
here
great.
talking about Spider-Man now, giving it praise? Wait till Wolverine comes out. They're gonna knock that out the park. I mean, if they
I
did a
seen
GI
some of the
Joe game,
footage.
it would be phenomenal.
I seen some of the Wolverine footage,
Of
yo.
I
yeah,
Yeah,
have
the
not
Wolverine
heard
game.
about that one.
They
So
can
so
make
let's
good.
all they have to do is make it like Modern Warfare.
Third person.
But that's in my mind. That's what would make it garbage. Is that they would make it like those first person shooter.
No,
Like
it's third person. Wolverine. Yeah, it's
no,
third person.
I'm talking GI
Yeah,
Joe. I
Wolverine's
thought that's
third
what I
Oh,
person.
was saying.
GI Joe.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
I
don't.
was still on
GI
GI
Joe,
Joe. My bad.
nah, it
Yeah,
can't.
no.
It got to be first. It got to be third person because we want to
It
see
would
the
be.
I want
It
to
need
character.
to
see the
be
character.
cliche though. I mean, how would you?
No,
Mm,
she's saying it should be third
mm.
person,
Oh.
It should be third person because I want to
so
see
you
Duke.
can
I
see the
want to see
character.
Snake
I want
Eyes.
to
And
see.
yes,
Yeah,
and
it
like you
was
said,
first
you can
person.
shift
Yeah,
from person to person. Yeah, okay, that's how they would do it. But what I'm saying, I'm telling you, what they're gonna do is they're gonna make it a first person shooter, just like all them other ones, and they would fuck it
It'd be
up.
like
Well,
if
first person shooters have kind of gone. They've stopped
it did.
depending on person.
It did.
Yeah, because first
Yeah, it
person shooters
did.
for a while, that's all they ever did, and that's all they were
That's
gonna
all we
do. And it's
got.
like,
Yeah,
fuck.
yeah.
And now they've
That's
started
it.
to realize that people don't only want that. Like, let's
They
leave
did.
that
They
to the shooters.
overflooded that market,
well,
man.
they're
That's
doing like
just
They were
Fortnite
giving
with the
they were
buy
giving us
skins. You'll be buying skins. That's all
yeah.
of the different
Yeah.
characters. That's about
Yeah,
it.
I mean, yeah, you could do skins. That would be cool. Do a Fortnite GI Joe. I mean, something like that. Even something like that. A battle royale. I don't know. I just want something where you get to play as all the different fucking characters. I don't care what we do. Let me just play as all the characters, and
Do it
that'll
like
be
I don't
great.
want a
it's
battle
not
royale.
beautiful. That's it.
I want a
Make it
good
happen.
GI Joe adventure.
Put
I want a
that
good
happen.
GI
Make
Joe
it happen.
adventure game. I want a good,
Yeah,
just a good GI Joe adventure. Because GI Joe's got a lot of elements. You got the
Yeah.
shooting
that's the
element.
thing.
You
Like
got the
what?
beat 'em up element. Yeah, because
Yeah,
you could do like a Streets of Rage, like
you could
beat
do
'em
a
up type.
stealth.
I mean,
Yeah,
yeah, you could do a stealth. Like,
Golden
you know
Eye.
what? If they took Metal Gear Solid, this would be dope. If they took the Metal Gear Solid, if they took that whole thing and just dropped GI Joe into it, and you
Splinter
could pick whatever
Cell.
character you want to infiltrate, like
Cell.
Snake did and Duke, that
Splinter
would be dope.
Cell.
Yeah, that would
Yeah,
be dope. Splinter
yes.
Cell, even if you did it in a Splinter Cell type way, but between that and Metal Gear,
Yeah,
that's the only way you could do it and make it dope.
Yeah.
yeah, that'd be sick. Well, we definitely gonna come back and do a big GI Joe episode, and definitely I want to do a big mutants episode because there's just too much shit. Because I keep there's so much shit I got to tell you guys about the mutant stuff, and if I even get into it a little bit, it's a lot. So we got to do a whole episode about it. But in the meantime, we did get some disappointing news update from the Moonknight season 2 joint. The director Mohab Diab revealed that Marvel only guaranteed 6 episodes for the show. So another bullshit 6-episode crap ass.
Oh no.
I mean, yeah,
That's
you know,
his fault. That's his
It's
fault because
insane.
look. Moon Knight was good, but it could have been better. And he
I
should
said
have
3
made it better.
episodes and then 3 more and then it's over. Like 6.
In an interview with
Yeah,
the
if he would have made
Arabic
it better, we would have been better.
um Arabic Arabic Marvel is which is what it sounds like, and the director of Moon Knight, Mohammed Diab, revealed that Marvel Studios initially guaranteed only 6 episodes for the show, but he clarified that Tom Hiddleston's Loki series was the only MCU show made with a second season in mind already. So like I was saying, they were doing these mini series knowing they were not doing a second season. We were just thinking, oh yeah, what's season 2 going to be like? That was not in the cards necessarily for these seasons or for these series. He just said that it was Loki was the only one. He said that Marvel had, well, quote, Marvel had determined it from the first day. Marvel's series projects are all 6 episodes except for special projects like WandaVision. The usual format is 6 episodes. Loki is the only series they said will be in 2 parts from the first day. He then also said that Marvel always had a plan for their projects, even when they're unsuccessful. He said, Marvel's way is not the usual way, where if the project succeeds, I say, let's renew it for a second season. It's their plan. If it's successful or not, they have a plan. So they do not, according to him, make changes based on the success of previous shit. They got their plan, they run, and they do it.
So we playing about 6 episodes. We got any episodes.
This
This
sounds
wasn't even supposed to
like
happen.
poor planning, and just poor execution. Because, like, okay, Loki was the only one that had a guaranteed second season. The way that they wrote all the other Marvel shows, which made it seem like we were going to go into a second season to complete these stories,
right?
Explore these characters further. Like, you shot yourself in the foot. Why would you write it like that? So now we're at this point where you have all of these stories that feel unfinished.
Yep.
And where are you going to finish them? In a movie 6 years down the line? Like, nobody's gonna care by that point, you know? So it's just like, I don't know why they formatted it this way. There needs to be a big change soon, because it's clear that it's not working. Like, for the most part, it's just not working.
The essence of my anger right there. Wow. You wasted everybody's time.
They originally they did. That's exactly right. So they made those little 6 episode series to be followed up in a movie. That was their plan. These were supposed to be lead ups to movies. So all his Marvel has a plan and they stick with it bullshit is bullshit, because they had a plan to make these mini series lead into movies, but that shit didn't work out. Now they're talking about making new series that actually have planned sequel seasons and shit like that. Actually making them to be series, making series to be series for the sake of series, rather than making a series just to follow up to a movie, because that shit didn't work.
Yeah, because just like with Miss Marvel, I mean, although that was a good series, it led to a movie.
I mean, it worked with Doctor Strange. Yeah,
did it though?
WandaVision was for Doctor Strange. Yeah, it worked for.
But then the thing about it is, when we got to Multiverse of Madness, they completely rewrote everything that happened. And like the people who did Multiverse of Madness admitted that they didn't even watch WandaVision. So see, that's another thing. It's like there's a disconnect, because the people
I was just about to say that. I was
like,
just
they're
about
not watching the show. So
if you haven't seen WandaVision and you watched Multiverse, so you didn't know what the fuck was going on. Not for real.
So there's a way to do it, I feel like, but I think the way that it's happening is just not, like, it's not working right now. And I want it to work, but it feels like homework right now. To go from the show to the movie, and make sure you watch the show, otherwise you're really not going to understand the movie, you know. And it shouldn't be like that.
Yeah, they were using it as a catalyst to make you bring people into the theaters.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, go to the theater. You'll get the gist of everything we did here.
Yeah.
In the theater. Go to the theater.
Yeah, that plan sucks. I'm glad you have one. It sucks. I don't agree with it. It ain't working.
Well,
Like
the rumors,
gotta say, yeah, new plan.
yeah,
Need to be
they,
ready.
they do, and the rumors around Moon Knight season 2 started spreading after the series ended with that big cliffhanger post credit scene. Like, obviously, there's got to be a season 2. Like, that's how it ended, but the scene sort of became part of the show, even when the production giant was unsure about it returning for another season. Interestingly, the only series to get a second season apart from Loki is What If. But
Mm.
Marvel Studios is known for keeping their future projects a secret, and Moon Knight season 2 might be one of them. Because Moon Knight season 1 was a hit, regardless of whatever opinions, but garnering positive reviews from critics and viewers. The season 1 has the critic rating of 86% on Rotten Tomatoes. On the other hand, the show has an audience score of 89% on the website. So it's not that different, but there's a little bit of a difference, but that's a generally decent rating. And that's all they care about. Like they said, it doesn't have to be a fucking 99% for them to greenlight a second season necessarily. But I don't know. To me, I want to see more series. Like, movies are cool, but the way I feel about Star Wars, like, the movies are cool, but the shows and the books and the comics, the game, the shit where you can get in depth and really go, that's what's really cool. That's what really, that's what gives you the meat of it. And it's like comics. Like, the movies are cool, but if we didn't have the comic books and the animation and the games and all the other shit and the stuff that fills that in, it would seem not as cool. It wouldn't be as rich. You know what I mean? Like, so
Yeah,
yeah,
that's kind of what's frustrating. It's like you have an opportunity to really dive in deeper with some of these characters and stories, and they're purposefully handcuffing themselves with these 6 episodes and then like 35-minute long episodes. And it's
yeah,
just like, what are we really doing here? Like, I don't understand how I'm supposed to really feel
20 minutes in
connected
some cases.
yeah. Feel
as an
connected.
audience member. Like, you have Secret Invasion. I guarantee you that stuff is not going to be talked about in the movies. I would be so surprised if in the Marvels they actually talked about the ramifications of Secret Invasion. They're not going to do it. So it's just like, I don't know what I'm supposed to do here as an audience
Yeah.
member. I feel just very disconnected. So
Yeah, really, because they don't give you nothing to sink your teeth into. There's no meat. It's like they're these little short episodes. They're like little trailers. They're not even. Shout out to Slade.
oh, haha.
But yeah, it's it's yeah. I think series are a great way to give story substance and to give us character development and give us good solid plot lines and shit that develops and then has an ending and then has a result and a conclusion, all of that. And it's a good way to start to tell a story, like Game of Thrones, Sopranos, Breaking Bad. Like, all of these phenomenal stories could never have been told in a 2-hour movie, and they're the best. You can't get into a movie like you can get into those shows. You're talking 10, 15 episodes, 8 seasons. Like, that's a lot of content. You know what I mean? Versus what you can cram into a 2-hour movie or a sequel or even a trilogy. And with these comic book characters, with these stories, and just this substance, there's so much to it. There's so many, every comic book is an episode of a show. Every issue is a whole episode. You know what I'm saying? Instead of trying to make a movie about, the entire length of time that Iron Man has been a character, why don't you just tell the story where he battled alcoholism?
They
Tell
would never
that whole
touch on
story.
that. They
Right.
would
Makes
never.
sense. That would make sense.
It would, but they would never
That would make
touch
sense.
that.
We'll never get it. Yeah, it's sad because
But you know what? They said
it's sad.
that's what Disney Plus was created for, to give us content, to give us more content, to make it better than the Disney Channel. Give us more specific content, character specific, Marvel specific, Star Wars specific.
Mhm.
What's the other one? What's the other
What I
one?
said, here we are
The
wanting
people that
more.
made Toy Story. What's their
Pixar.
company name that Disney owns? Pixar.
Pixar.
They give us more things that Pixar can put out in less time, but bring it straight to home. And like that's what my $100 a year is supposed to go to. Them giving me more content that I can watch at home or on the go, and I don't have to watch the same old Disney cartoons all the time. Um,
Yeah.
Right.
I've seen Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. How many times we seen Fox and the Hound? How many times we seen the Cauldron? I
Little
mean, I own
Mermaid.
I got a bunch of Disney Little Mermaid. I got a bunch of Disney movies now on Blu-ray, and I still own the ones on VHS. I never gave them up because they're worth money. So
Yeah.
it's like, yeah, it's like you promised us this platform where you could explore new content, give us new things, new shows, and you haven't done it to our expectations yet, even to your own. You just haven't done it.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
Yeah.
and like I said, and the price of Disney Plus is going up every single year since it
Yeah,
came
it's
out.
bad.
Yeah, it's really bad.
And then
Um,
even with the content they have, like the old content, let's say Spider-Man and Amazing Friends,
right.
they don't have the other seasons. They don't have,
Oh,
you know what I mean? It stopped.
yeah,
Come on now,
yeah, bro.
Yeah,
It's not
and if
fair,
you were gonna
man.
do that, at least put them on Blu-ray or DVD. I mean, damn.
I heard
I
Right.
that.
mean, do
I
something.
Right?
heard that. I don't have Disney Plus, but I heard when they first started out, it was great. They had all the stuff, and then little by little, they was taking away, and then kind of putting in their
Spider-Man
own stuff here
66.
and there, and
You know
then
what's not
Yeah.
on there? And
It's not
it's a
even
shame.
present.
Spider-Man 66.
Like,
Spider-Man
where is
66 is
it?
not. Yeah.
the
Where's
only
Spider-Man
reason I
66?
see
It's
Disney
not even on
Plus,
there.
or the
ah,
77
I see what
TV
they
show,
did. So
the
they reeled all y'all
series.
in, and now y'all are there paying for their content, and they reeled y'all in with
I had to
promises.
buy the
Uh-huh.
DVD.
Look at that.
What you
They
call it?
did. They really did. They really did. Like I said, Spider-Man 66 is nowhere on Disney Plus. You go in there and try to find it, can't.
So
But they're on
sick.
DVD. They're on
I love
DVD,
that
and
show.
and those are like what?
Disney
And I
got
love
you.
that show. Yeah, I love that show. And they're like what, 100? It's like $100 for that show to buy it on DVD. And I
Yeah.
won't buy them on DVD because I'm like, well, if you're gonna put it, you might as well give me the Blu-rays. Just give me the Blu-rays. I'm good. But if you ain't gonna give me what am I buy the DVDs for?
And give us
So
the stuff that wasn't so popular, like the first Punisher, the first Doctor Strange, the Disco
Mhm.
Doctor Strange. Give us all that old
mm,
shit. The Captain America that jumped out of the back of his van with the motorcycle and the helmet. I mean, I
yeah.
got all of them
Oh, wait a
on
minute, World Talk. I liked that Captain America. He had the hand glider on his motorcycle. That was
yeah,
dope when I was a
Oh
kid,
shit.
man.
I got it all on
Yeah.
DVD, but just to have far as content and to be able to not have to get up, put my DVD in, and if I wanted something to watch real quick while I'm doing something, just have it on there. Like, yo, it's all Marvel. The Death of the
Right.
Incredible Hulk. Even when they had Matt Murdock on the trial of
On the Incredible
That's
Hulk.
what you
Yeah.
paying
Remember they had
$100 a
Thor.
month
Remember they
for.
had Thor on the Incredible Hulk. They had
Yeah,
Thor on
That's
there.
what you want.
Yeah.
That's what you're paying the $100 for. That right there.
the
What
trial
he
of
just
the
said. That's
Incredible
what you
Hulk.
want.
That was crazy.
Come on, Disney.
They showed Daredevil in the black suit first on
Yeah.
the trial of the Incredible Hulk, the live action one.
Yeah, dog, that was so dope, man. I gave him so much props for that.
Back in the
That
day,
was
it was crazy.
That was dope.
Wilson Fisk, he had all that stuff back then.
Bro, well, so if anybody's wondering about Fantastic Four, we have there's an interaction with the little Collider magazine and the director, Mac Shakeman, who was speaking with them in a recent interview. Obviously, the WGA and SAG after strikes kept us unaware of when the film's production could begin, especially as a lot of these other projects are facing delays as the result of the strikes and everything else. But according to Shakeman, cameras are expected to roll as soon as next year on Fantastic Four. The interaction is what they say. Collider said, "I'm not asking you any spoiler type things, but assuming that the SAG strike gets resolved, is the hope to be filming next year?" Shakeman, yes, we are definitely going in front of cameras next year, probably the spring. He also revealed some of the pre-production work that they've done so far, and how they plan to shoot in London. He said London, Pinewood. We have been nonstop. Despite the strikes, yes, we've been working with the effects and with production design and building our world. That's been incredibly exciting. How do you translate those skills into live action in dynamic ways? Because some things that work beautifully in John Byrne and Jack Kirby are a little tougher when you're filming them. Basically saying that, when you draw shit on a comic book, it doesn't always look good when you put it directly into live action. And he said, how do you make sure that things are exciting, but also grounded in a scientific thing, which is also part of the Fantastic Four that I love. There's some stuff there's some stuff I'm super excited about. I can't say too much, Of course, one of the major aspects that, fans have been eager to know is who exactly is going to play, who in the film. And the cast is yet to be announced, but actors like Josh Hartnett being involved. I'm not sure who he could play, if he's going to be Mr. Fantastic. But if production begins next year, we should know sooner than later. So we will definitely keep you updated. But...
White boy from the faculty?
Yes. Yes, that cat.
Wow, yes, there is. Yes, I'm very curious as to who he is going to play.
Yeah, they said that they have the cast, but they can't won't announce it until after the strike is resolved. So I'm like, oh, okay. We'll see how that goes.
Even though they had a cool Reed Richards and killed them off.
Yeah. That was
they did the
that was not
we're done.
Yeah, that was not our read.
Faculty came out like 20 years ago, so it's like super old too. It's an action movie. What's going on?
Yeah, the Faculty.
Yeah.
That's a classic. The Faculty's a classic.
When Wanda killed the Illuminati, that was it.
Oh my God.
That Reed Richards was gone.
We don't talk. That's not, man.
We don't talk about that.
We're not going to go into that.
That's not our Reed. That's not our Black Bolt.
That's not our Reed. That's not our Black Bolt. It's not our. That's the that was just that, and they admitted it. They didn't want it. They didn't mean for it to be. They weren't casting John Krasinski as Mr. Fantastic. They were giving fans what they asked for. They asked for John Krasinski to be Mr. Fantastic, and since they knew he was going to be a throwaway Mr. Fantastic, they said, "Why not? Let's give him what they want." And you got what you wanted, and then he turned into fucking spaghetti.
Right?
Well, hey. But it's when it was first announced that the Iron Man film would kickstart the MCU, it did seem like a strange choice for the character to start it at that time. But the character was then, was seen as a second tier Marvel property, far behind, your Spider-Mans and X-Men's and stuff like that. But now, 15 years later, Iron Man is definitely regarded as the film that put the MCU on the map, and without arguing with the two I think it grossed like 500 million in 2008 box office. I mean, it was definitely, like we said earlier, made the star Robert Downey Jr. A household name if he wasn't already. But today, Iron Man definitely being one of the most valuable franchises in the film industry that set up the whole superhero fucking genre. But it's hard to imagine, I think, a more perfect actor for the role of Tony Stark than Robert Downey. I mean, it would be hard to reboot that character. But if they were to reboot that character and make another Iron Man, or maybe a Iron Man from a different era, maybe they do like remember how X-Men did the first class where they redid the X-Men, but they did it from like the past, like in the 60s. Like if we got an Iron Man from the 60s and 70s, did the alcoholism storyline, shit like that takes place. Some of the casting, what do you call it, ideas, or the casting on this site. Shout out Black Heroes Club. What up, man?
You.
Black Heroes Club.
What up? What up? What up?
So yeah, so what do y'all think about their 10 actors? They got Bradley Cooper, and he kind of looks like a Tony Stark, or what do you call it? His dad.
I don't know about Mr. Cooper.
He already did
Rocket Raccoon.
Raccoon. It's like you're done.
Yeah, it's okay.
Who would be the first guy to play two characters in the MCU, though?
Yeah, I mean,
yes, but as well known, people know that he's Rocket Raccoon. Like it's just gonna be kind of.
What's like Chris Evans? But
then
yeah,
his voice as Tony Stark, and you're like, no, that's Rocket Raccoon.
Yeah. There's already a disconnect. So
you're confused.
I think if he doesn't have to do the Rocket Raccoon voice, obviously, and you're not used to seeing him as Rocket, you're used to hearing that funny voice, so he could play it if he did a different character. I mean, he doesn't have to be known as Rocket. He's not tied. You see him in all kinds of movies. Doesn't act like Rocket.
But it's not tied to the MCU. When thinking of the MCU, everyone's gonna tie him to Rocket Raccoon, even if he has a different voice inflection. It doesn't matter. Like they're just gonna hear it and they're gonna be like Rocket Raccoon. Like it's like it's not gonna matter because it's so ingrained. It's just one of those situations.
Like, oh,
maybe
man, they coming out new Iron Man. Who's playing him? Do play Rocket Raccoon. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, but listen though, because all right, well, just devil's advocate. It's not my choice, but the Elseworlds imprint that DC has, where they do something that's not part of the DCU. They have the Batman. That's a whole other universe. It's its own thing. I'm talking about doing an Iron Man, like a classic 1960s Iron Man, or all the great Iron Man stories that we had in the comics, but taking place at the time that they took place in an Elseworlds type movie, type situation. If you're a super Iron Man,
pretty great. I just think with Cooper, there would be confusion. It's like taking it's like Robert Pattinson playing someone in the DCU, and then he goes over and does Batman. Like there's gonna be an element of confusion.
What about Groot? What about your boy that plays Groot playing somebody?
Oh God, no.
Diesel?
I see him in the Fast and Furious stuff, acting wise. No, it's just not really there, at least in my opinion. So I feel like
not a fan.
Okay.
He could play Wendigo.
That's a homegirl from Fast and Furious said, she's tired of Marvel movies. So they keep making.
I mean,
Marvel movies.
That's rich. And I love the Fast and Furious series, but come on now, like writing wise, it's not up there. So let's not even have that discussion.
Yeah, it's definitely. Oh, Chris Pine. Okay, so
Michael B. Jordan played.
No.
What you call
the
it?
Torch.
Johnny Storm, and then he also played, Eric Killmonger.
Well, and then Chris Evans played Johnny Storm, and then played Cap.
Captain America.
I understand that, but then the being Cap being so beloved wiped out the memory of that.
Right.
Yeah, it did. It's the same thing with Killmonger, because nobody fucked with the with Josh Trank's Fantastic Four. And
right.
So him coming over to be Killmonger, it's like people didn't even really know, or certainly forgot. So
that could happen.
Yeah, that was
Bradley
Cooper. But in their defense of that Fantastic Four, they only put that out so that they could keep the propriety. That was it.
Word.
Oh
If
yeah.
they didn't put a movie out, then it returned right back to Marvel, and Fox didn't want to give it up, so they didn't care what they put out. They didn't care how good it did. They just wanted to keep. They just wanted to keep the Fantastic Four under their umbrella for
Yeah.
a future project or whatever. They had it on the shelf till they were ready to deal with it, and they had to put something out.
But they messed up now.
Yeah.
Disney threw that checkbook at him. Here you go. I got you.
1960s Tony Stark. I'm not mad at that.
That would be so dope. I think that would be
It
dope.
would be.
That works.
Yeah. But I don't know. I've never heard anybody talk about it. It's just an idea I had. But yeah, Chris Pine. I don't know. As Tony Stark, I don't know. I like Chris Pine.
I think Chris Pine is an older Star Lord.
Yeah, he's not. Yeah, he's not dark and I don't know.
Oldest Starlet.
Word.
I'm with you on that. I can't say it was Tony Stark. Maybe, yeah, maybe in the 60s, maybe.
You could do it.
He needs to have black hair and be a dark type of Italian looking dude or something, man.
Justin Lin and some accent training. Come on, man. He could do it.
He needs some brown contacts and some. It's too much work. It's too much work. What about the Gosman? The Gosman. What do you think about Barbie himself? He's actually a Tony Stark. Yeah, he actually could fucking do
Guys
it. I'm
could do.
actually,
I would like to see guys as Tony Stark.
I fuck with
Yeah.
guys as Tony.
I can see guys as Tony.
Yeah.
I really could.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I could go for that.
That's
I just
actually
go
a
for
good
guys.
pick. Yeah, he way down here,
Yeah.
number 8. He need to be way up farther.
See, Tony Stark is a bit of a narcissist too, so you gotta
Right.
play a narcissist part well.
Right. Yes. And he does play a narcissist part well. He's definitely plays some roles that could be Tony-esque. But you know, maybe he's not the best, but he's definitely a potential. What else? Who they got? Joseph Gordon-Levitt. I'm tired of Joseph Gordon-Levitt. Man. I'm tired of this.
Immediately. Shut
Damn,
down.
bro, it's like that. God,
Tired of
bro,
this.
that
I
shit
like
going
Joseph
hard. Like,
Gordon-Levitt.
we going hard like that around here? Dang.
I'm saying, dude, just.
What
I'm
do you
sorry.
mean?
I'm sorry. I don't.
He said, I'm tired.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Jordan.
I feel you.
Joseph.
though. I
ain't
feel
taking
you.
this
I,
so
listen,
seriously.
I
But
ain't
you know
gonna-
what I'm
I
saying,
ain't gonna
though.
put it out there like you did, but I feel
But you know what I'm saying, though.
I
Yeah,
know,
yeah, I get you.
know,
I
yeah,
get
he's
you.
tired.
I ain't gonna say it like you said it, but I get you. I get you.
Like his last great role for me was Robin, and that was where his superhero stuff
Oh.
ended.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
kind of crazy that they tried
Yeah.
to do that in the first
Yeah.
place.
And it's just like, all right, he's done.
Yeah.
You know what's funny? I remember when he played.
He said,
You know,
I'm tired of it.
remember he played Bruce Willis in Looper. That shit was
Oh,
crazy.
Looper was a good
He-
movie.
It's a good movie.
He did.
That was
Looper was good.
That was the last good movie I seen.
Oh
him
no,
in.
he's
I was
an
like, that was
amazing
good.
actor. He's an
Yeah.
amazing actor. But as
He's good.
as
But this
Tony
is like a lot. But and as Tony, no, he's these two.
That's
I
not
don't know.
hard for real.
I think no.
I mean, he's good, but he doesn't have a mature face.
Right,
No,
he's
he
not that
doesn't.
mature, tall Tony Stark guy. He's just too.
Chris
He's too. He's hype, and I don't know. I see him as a younger,
The young
More-
whatever.
spry. I don't know.
I mean,
But it's not that. It's not that I don't. And it's not that I don't like him as an actor or whatever, bro. I'm just saying.
Yeah,
It seems
sometimes
like he's
people
listening to a
don't
lot of shit all the time. I don't know.
honestly, he
sometimes
could have
people just don't
played
fit.
Ant-Man if he wanted to.
Yeah,
honestly, I could see that.
yeah, yeah. Joe, yeah, there
He
you
can play
go.
morph.
Yeah,
Yeah, he'd be a good
Definitely.
morph if you put him in his morph or bullseye. He'd be good.
There you go. More.
I can see that. Yeah.
yeah. You know, it would be cool to do like a movie with Morph as like a big character
Yeah.
because he's such an underrated character, and he was so cool in the animated series too.
So it's agreed that he could play. Like if Marvel would take him, he could do some damage.
I mean,
There's some
he
characters
could-
that he could play.
there's some. Yeah, there's a couple. Yeah,
He's a
some
good
characters.
actor.
Yeah, no doubt, no doubt. Just not Tony. Colin Farrell. Hmm. Let me think.
Belfast
The
type
force is
of,
strong. The force is strong with this one.
Stark.
Mm.
I'm not mad at it.
No.
I'm not mad
Mm.
at a 1960s,
I am.
No, I
a
am.
1960s era
Mm.
A 1960s era Tony, not 2000s Tony. A classic
If
Tony.
that was in the
You are the
1960s,
honest
there
Tony.
is no
I
2000s.
You can pull it off.
movie.
You can pull it off with Colin Farrell.
Of
That
You
Mo-
can pull it
man.
off. I think.
I'm gonna go no.
Yeah, I gotta go no with Colin. I don't see it.
Why though? Why?
Now I
Why?
see him as Dr.
Stop it.
Doom. I can see him as Dr. Doom.
Oh,
As Victor Vaughn.
Never.
Vaughn.
No. Sorry.
You know why?
No. Mm-mm.
Because
Why?
he can play a ruthless.
He's the Penguin. Yeah, he's the Penguin. Yeah,
villain. He can play
yeah,
a
he is the
villain
Penguin.
great. He can really
Man, keep it moving, man.
Check it out. Check it out, y'all.
He would be a good.
Check it out, y'all. And y'all said something about this character
If you-
earlier, a second ago, too. Colin Farrell is no stranger to comic book films. He's yet to play the hero, always appearing as Bullseye in 2003's
Yes, I
Daredevil
know
and
that.
the Penguin and the Batman. Yeah, he's Bullseye. He's
he
gonna-
was funny in that movie.
he was funny in that movie.
That was fun.
Yeah,
Yeah. Remember we were
That
talking
movie's
about that
not-
arena? I said he was Bullseye. He was the man.
yeah.
He
Yep.
made that movie, honestly. Him and Michael
One of the
Clark.
redeeming qualities of the movie. Yeah.
As we've been saying,
Yep.
actor, great. Okay, this is Tony Stark.
Yeah,
What do you think?
All right, so no for
We
Tony.
got him in his ass.
Yeah, it's not for Colin.
No, all
Be
right.
serious right now.
All right, we're race swapping Tony Stark now.
I don't see it. No.
I mean, even though the comic has somebody that switched him, I mean, while Tony was going through his rehab, he became Iron Man. What was it? Rhodey? Not Rhodey. Who was it? I forget the character. But in that series where Tony was going through his alcoholism phase,
That's when Rhodey stepped up.
Yeah, he replaced him as Iron Man.
Yeah, that's a War Machine, and that's cool. And like, I've never had a problem with race swapping, or even gender swapping a mantle, like a character, but not the person. Like
Yeah.
having a black Iron Man is fine, but not a black Tony Stark.
Yeah,
Like a black
Ironheart
Spider-Man
did
is fine, but not a black Peter Parker, right?
She did replace him after he died, but
Yeah,
he literally had an AI of him.
Ironheart. Yeah, and then he had the AI.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah,
I have the action figure for that AI. It's pretty cool.
and the AI wasn't. You know,
He could play Black Goliath.
Yeah.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
They slick wasted him too. So he could do that. Yeah.
Right.
Mhm. Yeah, so all right, so pass on for Tony, and then we got Nicholas Holt. I don't really know much. I don't have much of an opinion on him, but not for Tony. No.
I don't see it. No.
He's got too much of a baby face.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Babyface.
Matt Bomber. Who is
Okay.
he?
Oh.
Okay. I can
Yes.
see that. Yes, I can see
Okay.
that.
I see that.
Yeah.
I would watch that.
Yeah.
Hell
I've seen
yeah.
Some other stuff. He's good
I
at
can
playing
do
like
that,
an
Mom.
arrogant asshole.
Yeah, I
So
can
I
do
feel
that.
like
Yeah. I'm
Yeah.
trying to think what I seen him in. Yeah,
I can do
I
that.
know.
Yeah.
Channel. He was on the USA channel.
yes.
Yes.
What was it? Oh golly.
He
What
was like
called?
a thief. He was a thief.
Yeah, it was like con or something. It was like something about him being a con. man,
No,
but
okay. Mistake. Okay. And that's,
And he's in Doom Patrol.
he is in Doom Patrol. He plays
Negative Man.
Yes, he's great in Doom Patrol. Yes.
Isn't that him?
Huh?
Am I tripping? Isn't that 6 Shades of Grey? Or 60 Shades?
No,
of
that's
Grey?
not him. That's not him. That's someone
Oh,
else.
okay.
Another
See,
white
I-
guy.
No, that's not him. No.
Yeah. Another square
Y'all
jawed
said
white
that
guy.
quick. Y'all said that like y'all been watching 60 Shades of Grey.
Word.
No, I
What's
just
going on
recognize
around
the
here?
actor.
Shades of Grey.
Inshallah, you, especially you was like, oh no, that's definitely not him.
No, because
You said that
this
real
guy
quick. You
is
like,
much more attractive than the 50 Shades guy. So, like,
Okay.
50. It's not even 60.
yeah, y'all been
She
watching.
told
Yeah,
my
y'all been
brother.
secretly watching 50 Shades of Grey around
I'm
here.
not
Besides superhero movies.
She
Cause
is
y'all
50.
cleared that up real quick. Y'all cleared.
She is
Isn't that the
50.
guy from 50 Shades? So, no.
Hey, move on, man. What's next on the list?
That
What's
ain't
next
him.
on the list?
I know what he
Okay.
looked like. That is definitely not him. Yeah, y'all
Yeah.
cleared that up real quick, huh?
I'm gonna have to say no to number 2. I don't know why he's so high on the list. Yeah.
All right.
Alden Henry.
I got a problem with Alden and Heinrich. Ehrenreich. Ehrenreich. Ehrenreich.
The third
Ehrenreich.
Something.
Schwiegen, Heigen, Slagen, Schmiegen. I got a
Wo sind Heisenschlager?
Slagen.
So
No,
Wow.
my issue.
Wo sind Heisenschlager?
I got a problem with this guy. My
he
problem with
fucked
this
up
guy,
Solo.
he fucked up Solo, and my problem with him is like he went on talking about how he studied the character and he was gonna act just like Harrison Ford, and he was gonna. Bro, did you watch the fucking movie? Did you see Star Wars? Have you ever seen Star Wars? Have you ever seen Han Solo? Say a word, cause damn, like you ruined an entire film, bro. Because you just couldn't act anything like this, man. And it's not hard. Like everyone does, everybody does a Han impression. Like everyone can do Han. Like you're an actor. Do Han. You can do Han. And so I have no hope for you doing Tony, or anybody else.
cancel.
I mean,
I
Han
don't trust
Solo was just
anyone
like
with that hairline.
he-
Bottom line.
Han Solo was arrogant like a Tony Stark, but he was
Yeah.
very sarcastic.
But he was cool
Guy-
and
yeah.
calm.
And he was cool too.
Very
know,
calm. Very laid back.
Nah. And plus,
Like,
it's
listen,
just-
kid.
Wait a minute. Okay. So go back to the dude everybody agreed on. So
Oh,
out of this
that-
whole list, who did we agree on? Because everybody was like,
All right,
We agreed on him and we agreed on Gosling. So Gosling and Bomber.
Bonner, yeah.
Bomber.
Yeah,
So-
Bomber. I think she's
so is-
referencing Bomber.
All right, so out of Bomber and Gosling, who do we go with?
Bomber.
Bomber? Who
I
you got
think
one
the
for
face
Bomber?
works better. I feel like Ryan, they always try to like when they try to make him like look older or look younger, something about it doesn't work. Like even now with this dark hair, that doesn't fit his face to me. No, I feel like it's not really working for me.
I'm imagining it with the goatee and I'm seeing it, man. I gotta throw my vote for Gosling, man.
Is it just me? Is Ryan Gosling with the soul patch when he grows his goatee? He looks like a supervillain, like a pirate.
Yeah, like
he's up to no good.
but that's how Tony looks, though. But Tony looks like that, though. He looks like a. I mean,
And then he got
He does. That is Tony's mustache. He does have the soul patch.
he's got that more piratey look to him. Bomber's got the more Captain America look. The more.
Really?
I mean, I don't know. Look, I mean, I see Bomber as more than Gosling, more of like a square jawed. You know, look at him. He's blonde. He's what an all-American apple pie or whatever. Blonde hair, blue eyes, square jaw, butt chin. He's Superman. He's fucking Kal-El. Why is he not Superman?
Yeah.
That's Superman. I mean, that's Superman to me.
Does look like a fucking Superman. Yeah.
That'd be a phenomenal Superman, but
wow.
But I feel him he could do Tony though. He could do Tony, but if I had to choose, I don't know.
Final vote.
I've been a fan of Ryan Gosling lately. That's all. Like I've been seeing his movies lately. I didn't realize how cool he was.
Who would you pay more money? Who would you pay money?
Wasn't he in the Gray Man?
Yeah, Gray Man. He was in a bunch of cool shit, like really cool. Yeah. The Driver or some movie where he played this dude. He had like a jacket on with a dragon on the back, and he played a driver.
I know that was.
What's that movie? That's hard.
That was. Wait a minute. First of all, I think
that's
the Driver.
hard,
something like
yeah.
It was.
That's going hard.
Hold on. I got the movie. Hold up. Let me look at my archives. I got the movie.
It's in your collection. No,
it's in my collection. I'm gonna tell you right now. Give me 30 seconds, and I got you.
Who would y'all pay money to go to the theater to see? Who would y'all be more hyped to see?
Oh, I'd go see. I'd go see the Gosling. I'd go see
either one.
Yeah, I'd see either one.
Yeah, but
I think the general audience will probably go pay to see Gosling. He has more of a name. So yeah.
I think
but
he's
me personally, I don't mind either one. I would probably pay more to see Bomber, but yeah.
You would still
Drive. That's the movie. He was in Drive.
Drive.
It was Drive.
Drive was good.
Yeah, if you haven't seen Drive, if you haven't seen
Drive, you better go see it.
Yeah, if you haven't seen Drive, go see Drive, or go watch it. Go see it. But yeah, you could probably look it up on your computer right now for free. It's good. It's a good Gosling
Place.
flick. But no, but
What's the other one?
I
Place
thought he
Beyond
was
the
like
Pines was good. That was his movie. I got that movie.
Yo,
I got
yeah,
Blade
Blade,
Runner. He was good in Blade Runner.
Blade
He
Runner.
played Harrison Ford.
yeah.
He did
I
a
Yeah.
good
swear I
job at
seen
playing
it.
Harrison Ford.
No, he
I
wasn't
was
playing
in my
Harrison.
mind. I was like,
No,
where?
Son,
Okay, Blade Runner. Yeah,
he,
that was a good movie.
He did a
he
good
didn't
job
play.
being the new Harrison Ford in the
All right,
movie.
all right.
I mean,
But
he wasn't Harrison
Decker
Ford,
to
but he
be,
did a good
yeah,
job.
and then
yeah,
you can hire his wife. She
because
can
Ford was
play
in that movie.
Pepper
Oh
Potts.
yeah.
Eva
Have a
Mendes.
2-for-1 package deal. Him and his
Yeah.
wife.
But
He played
Eva
Pepper.
Mendes is Pepper Potts. Whatever.
Oh, Eva Mendes, Pepper
He was in
Potts.
Gun.
That's crazy.
Yeah, he was in.
Did
He was in
Yeah.
anybody go
Hercules.
see that
He was
that
just
Barbie
in the
movie?
Barbie movie. He was just
Yeah,
in
did
the
anybody
Barbie
go
movie and
see
he killed
Barbie?
it.
Be
I did
honest.
not go see Barbie.
You went to
I
go see
missed
But
that
Barbie.
one.
I did not know.
Yeah,
No,
it was
we didn't
just
go
too
see Barbie.
steamy for me.
We gonna wait for that. That we definitely gonna
I
bootleg
wouldn't
that.
I wouldn't watch it for
That's
free.
that's definitely got to get bootlegged.
On home
I've
street.
been avoiding it like the plague. I ain't really, I
Yeah,
don't even know what
I
to
The last time I saw Barbie, I tore legs off and her hair was on fire.
nice.
That's the last time I
oh no,
seen Barbie.
Oh,
did surgery
I
on.
Oh man.
had Barbies, but that's because my Ninja Turtles
Oh
needed
man.
bitches.
In
So,
kindergarten.
You
so
did a
like,
Sid.
you know what I'm saying?
You did Barbie like
They need
Sid would have did her.
bitches.
That's a Sid move right there. Raw talk. You
Like
did a
Sid
Sid move.
Tell you, man.
with the firecracker in her
Yeah,
ass.
combat
Yeah,
Carl.
that's kindergarten, man.
Yeah, you put the firecracker in
Prove a
Barbie.
point.
Yeah, yeah,
Just
Barbie
sitting there,
dirty.
just sitting there, hey man, you speak when spoken to. Other than that, man, go sit over there. Sit over there, Barbie. Over there.
Go over Barbie all the time.
All right.
Man, but yo, that franchise is huge though.
Oh yeah,
And then
it's
it just blew
top
back
dog.
up in
No, Barbie.
in the
Yeah.
2020s with that movie. Like Barbie ain't never she ain't never gonna die. Barbie gonna be around forever.
Yeah,
But she been around
We stuck with Barbie. We
Barbie
stuck
like
with Barbie for a
baseball.
long time.
Barbie been around my whole life, Stu. She been around your
My
whole
whole
life.
life.
She been around.
Yeah.
She ain't gonna
Shada's
Barbie-
whole life. She been around. Raw Talk. Reno's whole life. She been. Yeah, she got us all.
Ryan
Barbie
Gosling.
got us
she's
all.
been throughout our lives.
Barbie,
Yeah, she got us
like I
all.
said, Barbie's like American baseball. Simple as that.
Yeah, pretty much.
Barbie, she's that bitch.
Oh,
Pretty much. And I heard that's what the movie was like too. She's boss.
mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, Barbie been
Right.
around since what, 59? Something like that. Yeah, 59, 60.
Really?
Barbie
Back
been around.
in the day. Yeah,
Yeah.
way back.
And she ain't even
One
100
of the
years old. She
OGs.
exactly. She looked good for somebody that's
Mhm.
almost 100.
Yeah.
And she
Old
got her own
Barbie.
car and house and jet
She
ski
an old cougar.
and Jeep.
Word. Yeah.
Yeah,
She's an
Barbie got it
Old
astronaut.
cougar.
She's a banker. She's a
and an
secretary.
astronaut.
She's a
Yeah,
doctor.
she's a
She's a
banker.
nurse. She's a gym coach. She's
She
a
get
mermaid.
paid. Yeah. She like a
Yeah.
Haitian. She got 50 jobs.
Transcends all races.
Yep.
Time.
March 9th, 1959.
You know the
Good
New York
only
City
other person
at the
that
New
got
York City
Barbie
Toy
money?
Fair. That's what she
You know
made
the
her debut.
you know the only other person that got Barbie money?
He was born on March 9th.
Disney.
Died on March 9th.
Who?
Biggie.
The only
Barbie.
person that got Barbie money is Disney. They're the only
no.
people
Yeah,
that
yeah.
got
Disney
money.
got Barbie. Yeah, they got Barbie money. And Barbie got money. We know that. We know Barbie got cash.
Yeah,
She
Hasbro. Yeah.
she go to the club. She go to the club, make it rain, and shut it down.
Man, what? She only
man.
goes. She don't go to the club to shut it down. They pay her to go. That's why she's there. She getting a bag. They pay her to go to that club. That's Barbie.
She said, Barbie get it back.
Barbie and
Barbie
the
get
club
it
scene.
back.
Jesus.
They do need to make a club. They do need to make a tearing up the club Barbie. They ain't making it.
Oh,
Playing up
Hair's
Club Barbie.
frazzled.
Twerk,
Oh my goodness.
Yeah,
twerking,
tear the club up,
twerk,
Barbie.
twerks a
Twerking
lot,
Barbie.
Barbie.
Yeah,
This is
Twerks a lot,
what
Barbie.
I'm
Bro,
Go
that would
again,
sell out the show.
You press the button and she starts like
Yeah, she start twerking.
Start
That's a
going.
That's
collectible
put
all
on the
for
gas
the
and she's
show.
like
so fast.
The way things are going,
Yeah.
that might eventually happen.
I wouldn't be surprised.
The Robertson Barbie.
Oh my god.
Ha.
Let's do it. Thunderbirds Barbie.
shit. Silly shit. But yeah,
Man,
as Tony Stark is
Gosling. That's what it is. That's
yeah,
crazy. Gosling and Stark.
I can go with Gosling.
Man, I want to see it now. Now I want to see that movie, a 1960s Tony Stark with Ryan Gosling. That's
But you
crazy.
know what's weird about it? He can also play Captain America.
It's so good, so good. Brom or what his name?
Yeah,
Bomber.
they can all play like those roles. Like they have the face. It seemed like Hollywood, they have their faces. They set
Yeah,
how they want certain stars to look.
they always got that same.
Yeah,
Mhm.
that same what you call it, pattern or
Yeah, the same mold.
yeah.
Like, you know, certain people.
Exactly, because in the end, makeup is makeup.
Yeah.
In the end.
Sure, they even do it with black actors. Look at Keith David. You got all of them. You got the older, stern voices. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You got your Morgan Freemans and your James Earl Jones, and
Yeah. You know,
but man, I've been
same.
going crazy looking at this new joint coming out. This so House of X and Powers of X. You know, I'll talk about, but the Fall of X and good night, Sada. Peace out.
Easy.
Yeah. Thank you for coming and chilling. Word. But yeah, man, it's so it all started with in 2019 when Jonathan Hickman made House of X and Powers of X. Basically brought me back into comic books. I wasn't even reading. I hadn't bought a comic since I was 13 years old. In 2019, I was 40 and I bought a comic. I bought House of X and Powers of X, bought all 12 issues, and was so like blown away by it that I fucking went and bought everything that Jonathan Hickman wrote, and that's what started my comic collection back up. And now it's ending the House of X, Powers of X, Powers of 10 rather. It is now Fall of the House of X and Rise of the Powers of 10, and yeah, it's basically, you know, the end of the whole Krakoan era. If you've been following, it's written by Jerry Duggan, illustrated by Lucas Wernick, and you got cover art by Pepe Larraz. And it says the synopsis: mutant kind has never had a greater fall. Issue number 1 synopsis: from the highs of Krakoa, their own glorious nation, a place where they were safe and happy, to the lowest of lows, outlawed, hunted, killed, and most of their kind missing or dead. And now one of their greatest leaders, Cyclops, is on trial facing a death penalty. Ready or not, the time has come for the X-Men to make their final stand against the forces that have struck them low. The day is now. The place is here. The tale is the house Xavier built will long be told, and few will forget this darkest chapter. Yo, this cover is crazy. Look at this, bro.
So needless to say, there's gonna be a bunch of fatalities.
Oh yeah, it has been a lot of fatalities already. But yeah, that's the cover. That's number 1, Fall of the House of X. That dope ass Colossus and Wolverine cover.
That is dope. Damn.
Oh yeah. But yeah, it's that's House of Powers. That's Fall of the House of X, and then you've got Rise of the Powers of 10, and that is written by Kieran Gillen, illustrated by R.B. Silva, who also does the cover art. And it says 10 years ago, the mutants returned from their exile to try to reclaim Earth from the forces of Orcus. They failed. Issue number 1 synopsis says, now within the victorious Orcus, with their gauntlet choking the world, Nimrod and Omega Sentinel put their plan within a plan to action. They are to summon their binary god to consume everything in their accession. all that stands between them is the X-Men. What can they do? They're the X-Men. They'll find a way. That's their power. So begins the story beyond time and space with the rise of the powers beyond our petty human intelligence. End quote.
Nimrod.
That's all. All I gotta do.
Oh
is
yeah.
That dude
That's
Nimrod
it.
is like
That's all that stands. That's all that stands.
Yeah.
It's the X-Men.
Nimrod is
that's hard.
he's a killer. Straight up.
Oh yeah, he's the most powerful Sentinel. And look at this. Are we foreshadowing a black Professor X for the MCU?
Or is that a little shadow over him?
Right, but is it a foreshadowing? He's pretty brown. I'm just saying.
Nah, I doubt it.
That might not even be Professor X, actually. But
Yeah.
he's sitting in that pod looking like Professor X with a bald head. I'm just saying it could be, they plant them seeds in the subconscious.
Maybe something alternate. Yeah.
And
They
that's
plant
Iron Man right there, right?
Like an astral.
Or, not Iron Man. What you call it?
look like Blue Beetle, like a motherfucker. Look like Blue Beetle while you bullshitting. But
It's robotic. Like not even the front. It could be like a what's that shit called?
it's Iron Man.
Now that's supposed to be Rogue or Kitty Pryde.
A surrogate. Like he's local, and that's how he's leaving to go do what he needs to do. Except it's black, so that's how it could be
like Beast.
a black. Yeah, that's how the robot built. That's how they could have done that.
And then and that's Iron Man. That's Psylocke, and that is Kitty Pryde.
Oh,
now
that is Kitty Pryde.
Yeah, she's a beast now. She's dope.
Okay.
She's dope. Yeah.
And that's
Iron Man got into the story. Where is I think it's issue 9.
He healed himself from the nanobites and shit. He's mostly nanobites, right? His blood.
Isn't that what that suit is?
I think so. Yeah. Now.
That's
I think
what
his
that
blood is
suit the nanos. Yeah. That's
Because every time he gets, blasted or hurt, he's right back.
Yeah, that's this Iron Man right here. You see how he kind of looks like that?
Yeah.
With the colors and shit. See the same coloration as the comic cover. And that's Invincible Iron Man number 9. And this is actually a part of the whole Fall of X storyline. They it's just Tony and Emma Frost.
Yeah. I'm not heavy into Iron Man like that, but I'm wondering, has he ever used gamma radiation to power his suit?
I'm not heavy into Iron Man like that either. The only reason I picked this issue up is because it's tied into this mutant story.
With Emma Frost.
Yeah, with the whole.
I started fucking with Iron Man because of Riri. Because Ironheart. So that's how the she got
Iron Man hooked himself up with gamma radiation and shit. Power his
Right.
suit. That'd be crazy.
On some Hulk shit, like some green gamma powers, that'd be dope.
Yeah, and then he could really fight the Hulk then.
I heard. But so the this joint this shit comes out January. Fall of House of X comes out January 3rd this next year, January 3rd, 2024 from Marvel, and then Rise of the Powers of 10 comes out January 10th, 2024. And so that's all I've been reading right now. This whole Fall of X shit that's been going on, and I want to do a show and just talk about it, man. Or maybe I'll do a video about it. But yeah, it's a lot of cool shit going on with that. But the MCU's X-Men debut makes a forgotten Marvel team's return far less likely. An upcoming debut of the X-Men in the MCU makes the return of the Inhumans highly unlikely, as well as the shitty TV series that bombed. Will definitely make that very unlikely. But they seem to be actively blocking ties to the Inhumans in all the new projects. They took Kamala Khan and made her a mutant instead of an Inhuman. So
I think that's a mistake on their part, man. They could have kept their Inhumans in there, man. I mean,
yeah,
they put the Agents of Shield mixed with the
I
Inhumans.
was mad about that,
If
man.
they would have kept that going, but redirected it in some way,
well,
they
Well,
could have.
what's the aim? What did
I
they say
mean,
at the game?
I'm
By
a
just like pretending like that just never happened.
yeah, like I'm a fan of characters like all right, so the only Inhuman that I'm a fan of is Black Bolt. I really don't like the Inhumans. I hate the whole fucking concept. I think they made the Inhumans because the X-Men comics weren't doing well, and they tried to make them to replace it, and there's just bullshit. But I love the character of Black Bolt. Love that character. Love his design, his concept, his powers, his personality, his storyline. Everything about him is dope. And so there's other surrounding characters and shit that they could use, but they don't have to do a whole Inhumans movie. They can just have characters from the Inhumans, or at least not act like they don't exist.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
That's true. No, that's
you
true.
know, because
Because
There's a lot of
Marvel
stories
has
with
always,
the moon, that's
yeah,
where they
they've
got.
always slammed,
on the
yeah, they've
moon,
always
and
slammed the Inhumans down our throat. Yeah, they live on the moon. Yeah.
yeah. But it's they Black Bolt has done a lot of shit dealing with Thanos and other shit. Like Black Bolt's been involved with Guardians of the Galaxy.
But that's what I'm at. Like, why? What's the purpose of dancing around that and pretending like, you know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Going against
Why?
Because the show they tried to make an Inhumans TV show, and it was so bad that they want to pretend like the Inhumans don't exist in the movie world or something. It makes no sense.
Bomb that hard. They got
Makes
a
no fucking sense.
worldwide. They spent all that money, and no, how hard do you have to
really
bomb
why
to
it bombed
see out
real
a
hard.
continuity completely?
I think it bombed because it wasn't totally attached to the MCU.
Well, it was very cheap too. It looked very cheap,
I
and
mean,
people were
Lockjaw.
at the time. Well, at the time, people were expecting that MCU status of shit, and they hadn't been any shows really that were at that time, and so that show came out, and it was like a CW show, it was like a network show, but people weren't down with that quality for Marvel. With DC, fine, like DC had been doing CW, but Marvel they expected MCU level shit, and Inhumans came out at that time. And then when Inhumans came out, they were oh. But if that show would have came out later, maybe at another time or whatever, maybe it could have been different. But at that time, that's why it bombed. It wasn't all that fucking bad by itself.
Nah, it wasn't. I mean, honestly,
I watched it.
yeah. And then
I went to the movies and saw it.
You look at Disney Plus
The
now.
show?
Disney Plus is
Yeah, they showed the very first episode. They showed it in the movie theater.
type shit.
Oh, shit.
You know what I'm saying?
Wait, word? They showed. Wait a minute. For real?
Disney,
Are you capping? They really showed that in the theater?
Yeah, went to the movies and saw it. Yeah, sat in the theater, ate popcorn, drank a Slurpee, and watched.
Wait, why was it? Was it playing like in front of the
know.
movie? Like, was it part of another movie or something?
Nah, it was by itself, straight up.
They were like, just come to the movie theater, pay for your ticket, and watch the Inhumans episode #1.
I don't trust this.
Yep.
I don't trust what it's saying.
Crazy.
No.
We watched it. Yeah.
I
We
think
Why
watched
don't they
it.
do
Sat in the
that?
movie theater, checked it out.
I mean, it's cool, but
I mean, you think about Disney Plus now. It's similar to what it was back then with ABC anyway. You know what I'm saying? Because that's Disney. ABC is owned by Disney, so it's the same shit, same apparatus. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So you're getting these shows now. The 6 episode shows is basically ABC quality. You're getting it from the same studio is what I'm saying. It's like,
yeah. I mean, and that is another, that is another good point though that Stu made about him seeing it in the theater. I mean, think about that. you see this in the theater and you're expecting you've been seeing to the MCU and you've been watching the MCU and you're expecting that type of shit, and you go to the theater and you watch the Inhumans episode 1 in the theater. Oh my god, the word of mouth just was they just shit all over it. It was, oh man, like you couldn't have done no worse.
I'm extra mad now because I spent $12.75 on popcorn and a drink. I left my house. I got
Word.
dressed, went down to the theater to see this bullshit.
Angry.
Now I'm extra
You
mad.
imagine.
I don't ever want to hear about Inhumans again. I don't care. It's done.
Stu, how did you
Marvel's
feel,
always
bro? How did you feel, Stu, when you saw that in the
I was
theater, bro? What did you think?
I wasn't pleased, man. I was like, damn, I could have stayed home for this. Like this
Yeah,
wasn't
he was
even
pissed.
this wasn't even worth it wasn't even worth coming out for.
I don't
And
know.
like I think because what happened was you got to see it 2 weeks early at the theater. They released it 2 weeks early. It was a one night showing. Went and saw it. And I'm like, could stay home for this. I could have popped my own popcorn for this. But luckily, I went on $5 movie night, and I got it for $5, and I paid for popcorn.
What night is that?
I still AMC theaters is Monday nights.
Hmm.
Monday nights is $5.
We don't have no AMC
gotta
around
be-
here. We got
But
cinema.
you got to be part of their you got to be part of their club. You got to be part of
The
their
only
AMC
thing I know
club.
about that would be maybe the theater in Old Town, the Commodore, out in Portsmouth, Virginia. They do like shows in them old.
Well, we got that one in Portsmouth, the one with the Holly. It's like with the
out in Old
reclining
Town,
seats.
the Commodore.
The
Yeah,
one
they
with the
had
reclining seats.
out in Portsmouth. Yeah, you know
Yeah.
exactly what I'm talking about.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's the only place I know that'll show a television show. But even then, they show like the first maybe like 3. They wouldn't just show just one show. You feel what I'm saying? But the Commodore, you like sit down and eat and shit. It ain't one of them like
Right.
you get some popcorn and chill. Like they like feed you and shit. It's actually pretty cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
That's dope. Well, y'all, it's almost 10 o'clock. We about to wrap it up. But it's been another dope show. Appreciate you guys hanging out and kicking it with us. Everybody that's watching, appreciate y'all. If you came in late, please watch the replay. Comment in the comment section. If you're watching this on the replay, we appreciate you as well. We live every Monday and every Saturday at 7 p.m.
Yeah.
We'll see y'all later. Peace.